The 2014 high school football season moves to week number 3, and the Friday Night Network finds itself at the Cove tonight, Howells Cove, as TC Central hosts the Donoho Falcons. Good evening, everyone. Alongside Ty Parnell, Lacey Braswell down on the field, I'm Jeff Ellison, getting set to bring you tonight's play-by-play story, and kickoff headed your way at the top of the hour as TC Central once again hosting the Falcons of Donoho. And Ty, week number 3, and here we are, of course. Region play begins for most teams across the state of Alabama tonight.
It does, and the playoff picture begins to take shape immediately here, week 3, for these two schools, TC and Donoho. Donoho and TC both have great athletes on the field, led by, for Donoho, they have a running back who looks like a tight end out there.
Justin Foster.
Justin Foster, sorry, I don't have his name right in front of me. But for TC, to stop him, it's going to take a great effort from the Fighting Tigers defense tonight.
Class 1A Region 5, these two teams are participants. And, of course, the Alabama High School Athletic Association this past season, or during the offseason, did their reclassifying throughout the state. And that is why we have a new look now in 1A Region 5, as along with Donoho and TC Central is Winterboro, Wadley, Victory Christian, Shades Mountain Christian, Ragland, and Appalachian. And you look at Ragland and Wadley, two quality football teams with a lot of tradition. Those two teams playing tonight, but 1A Region 5 is a very competitive region.
It is, and like you said just then, all those schools, that you just mentioned, they have a lot of great tradition. Wadley and Ragland, actually Donoho played Wadley in the spring jamboree game up at Jacksonville. Two great teams went out there and put on a great exhibition. It's a lot of fun to watch. And I expect tonight to be the same deal. Wadley is a very similar team to TC as so far as speed across the board. Donoho did a great job in that game of containing Wadley's speed. Let's see if they can do the same thing here tonight.
You see TC is loosening up there on the field as we're about 25 minutes away from the kickoff this evening. And TC Central really, Ty, they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. We're in week 3. But a lot of schools, as we said, across the state of Alabama are just playing their second game here tonight, and that can be said for both schools. TC Central coming in, having lost 2 weeks ago to Talladega. Donoho didn't play until last week when they defeated Shoals Christian. That final was 42-0. So, yeah, it's week 3, but only game 2 for these two schools.
And that's one thing that's a little different this year compared to years in the past, as far as the AHSAA allowed schools to play their regular first game in week 1 instead of a jamboree game. Some schools, like we were at Munford against Clay Central that week, some schools decided, we're going to play our jamboree, we won't have a bye. So having the bye in the middle of the season, it's a lot different for some of these teams. It's more like a college schedule that way.
We expect a good one here tonight. Again, top of the hour kickoff for the Tigers, the Fighting Tigers, and the Falcons of Donoho. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back with more of our pregame activities from Alumni Field in Howells Cove. You're watching FNN. We are the Friday Night Network.
This Friday Night Network High School Football Game of the Week Sports Exclusive is presented by Alan Parnell and the Parnell Insurance Agency, your local Allstate agent. By Avery Auto Sales in Oxford, for like new cars at used car prices. By Regional Medical Center, quality counts in Calhoun County. By Sneed Ag, your local John Deere dealer, earning your business every day. By Systems by Design, simply smart security. By Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning, voted #1 for the second year in a row by the readers of the Anniston Star. And by Bill Stanford Automotive in Talladega. Stop in today for the Full Out Blitz event. Tonight's game is brought to you by J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, Wesley's Paint and Body, On-Site Solutions, Forsyth Building Company, Ted's Plumbing, Cheehaw Brewing Company, Cable One, and Skinner Body Shop. We'll have more of tonight's pregame activities next on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
The Blitz is on. Save thousands during the Bill Stanford Automotive Full Out Blitz in Talladega. We're smashing all sales records, and you save like never before on every Cadillac, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram on our lot. Score big as we close out all remaining 2014 inventory to make room for the 2015 models. All prices have been smashed. Hurry for best selection. It's the Full Out Blitz at Bill Stanford Automotive, East Alabama's Automotive Superstore. On the web at billstanford.com.
Sheehaw Brewing Company is Anniston's own community pub in the historic FNN freight train station in downtown Anniston. You'll find an affordable menu with the local flavor of Anniston, featuring fresh, locally sourced food. There's always local talent with live music and events for the entire family. Whether you're looking for a night out at the pub with friends, or to enjoy the game, or dinner out with the family on the back porch, check out Sheehaw Brewing Company. Call now and book a private football viewing party, or just pre-order your party snack pack for here or to go. Sheehaw Brewing Company in downtown Anniston.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Call Alan Parnell at 256-831-8887 at the Parnell Insurance Agency on Snow Street in Oxford and in Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Forsyth Builders are passionate about what they do. A full-service contracting firm, Forsyth handles a variety of jobs, including industrial, commercial, renovations, and new construction. Forsyth has become a leader in construction management and has constructed or made additions on a number of area businesses like Noble Bank and ABS Business Systems, additions to Anniston's Country Club and FNN Bank.
Remember to make Forsyth Building Company your first choice for quality construction.
TC Central and Donoho this evening from Alumni Phil. Jeff Ellison, Ty Parnell, Lacey Braswell with you. FNN's coverage of high school football in the state of Alabama. Week number 3. TC and Donoho, you look at the series. This is the 12th meeting between these two schools, with TC leading overall in the first 11 games. They won 8 of them, 8-3 advantage. These teams haven't met since 2009. Back in 2009, it was TC victorious that night, 40-7 was the final score. And you know, the last time that Donoho defeated TC was back in 2006, and that game was played right here. 35-0 was the final count in that one. And the first meeting ever between these two schools, you've got to go back to 1982. You remember 1982, Ty?
That was 10 years before I was born.
Yeah, I thought so. But in 1982, the first time these two squads met, it was a shutout by TC, as TC Central won that game 33-0 was the final score there. And you know, all that's fine and good, Ty, but you come into tonight's game and this means absolutely nothing. The series,
whole new ball game. You know, you were talking just then about the 2009 was the last time they met. Those are some great TC teams there in 2008, 2009. I actually happened to, I played at Munford. We played out here when I was a sophomore. You talking about one of the hardest fought games I've ever played in my life. We were lucky to get out of here with a win. We won 24-14. Very tough game. TC always brings it whenever you play them in anything, whether that's football, baseball, or basketball. They know how to win out here.
You know, Chris Mahan has returned to TC this year as the head coach. He did coach here from 2006 to 2008. For 4 years, he was at Talladega from 2009 until 2012. A year ago at his alma mater back at Woodlawn, where he was an all-state linebacker back in 1988 under Coach Jerry Stearns. But Coach Mahan's return to the Cove has brought a lot of excitement.
It has, and you know, I could tell it up there at Jacksonville when they played the Jamboree game. They just all the players were excited and fired up to be playing. And Coach Mahan knows how to win. You know, the years that he was here, they did nothing but win. I think in those 2 years they lost 2 games. Just to show the guy knows how to win.
You know, the 2007 year you're talking about, Coach Mahan was here for the Fighting Tigers. That was the year they did make it all the way to the championship game and lost to Sweetwater. They were 14-1 that year, and what's really impressive, and I know we're talking history here 7 years ago, but in that state championship run, they had 7 shutouts in the regular season. I mean, you talk about putting an emphasis on defense. You pitch 7 shutouts out of 10 regular season games, you're doing something.
You're playing a little defense, that's right.
Shannon Felder, head coach of the Donoho Falcons. He's been there a while. Coach Felder now in his 11th year at Donoho, replaced Raymond Farmer, who was once the head coach of the Falcons. You know, Coach Farmer made his name also up at Etowah when he coached Freddie Kitchens and Todrick Malone and that crew. But, of course, Coach Felder played defensive back at Alabama from 85 to 87, played for both Ray Perkins and Bill Curry, and was an all-state athlete at Willis, Texas High School, the Wildcats. You ever seen Willis, Texas High School play?
I have not.
Me either. But I was talking with Coach Felder yesterday, and he keeps up with those guys still. He reminded me that they will be playing Lee of Houston tonight in their season opener. So just thought I'd throw that out there for you, Ty, if you're like to check on the Willis, Texas Lee of Houston game tonight, as the Generals will be taking on the Wildcats. But we talk about the 2007 season for TC, and what a year in 2006 it was for the Falcons when they were 12-1, lost to Cedar Bluff in the quarterfinals. And that year we talked about 7 shutouts in the regular season for TC in 07. In 06, 8 shutouts by Donoho. They only allowed 9 points all year.
I remember that defense. I think it was about week 9 they didn't allow a single point until week 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unheard of in today's offensive-driven football.
Just 2 good coaches and 2 good programs getting set to go at each other here this evening from Alumni Field. We're going to take another break, and when we return, we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups, that and much more as our pregame activities continue from the Cove on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Every security system has motion sensors, but how do you know what causes the motion? With Alarm.com's exclusive image sensor, it's simple. Say you're at work. When your home's wireless image sensor detects motion, it sends you a snapshot, so you know it's your dog walker, your kids, your brother Jim. It works at night and when your system's armed or disarmed. Make sure your home is powered by Alarm.com and see what's going on. Alarm.com. Your home in your hands.
For sales, service, and installation, call Systems by Design. Simply smart security.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care, and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
TC and Donoho this evening from Howells Cove, the Alumni Field. Friday Night Network's coverage of high school football, and glad to have you along with us. TC coming in tonight 0-1 overall, their only game they played 2 weeks ago. As they opened the season against Talladega, lost that game 21-6, and not until last week did Donoho open the year with a 42-0 victory over Shoals Christian last week. That game also on the road. You see the band filing in, the crowd continues to file in, and we'll take a quick look at tonight's starting lineups tonight, and we will begin with the visiting team. That's Donoho, as we'll take a look at their starting offense here this evening as we are headed toward the 7 o'clock kickoff. There you see Trey Brown, the quarterback. He's a good one. You know, last week, Ty, he only threw 4 passes, but he completed all 4 of them. That's a pretty good percentage.
Yeah, 100% will always win you a couple games.
Absolutely. You see Justin Foster, and you will see a lot of Justin Foster tonight. He had 176 yards rushing a week ago, only ran the ball 6 times, and he's getting a lot of media coverage. He's getting a lot of attention also from the college level.
Yeah, we saw one of Sanford's coaches on the sideline a little earlier when we first got here. Obviously taking a look at Mr. Foster and maybe find a few TC players while he's out here too.
Dalton Martin, the other running back, Ben Myrick. You see the offensive line there of Hithcock, Morgan, McWilliams, Ulrey, Nelson, Chandler Collins, a tight end. Also, Chandler Collins ran the football as well last night in the backfield, picked up over 100 yards rushing, 102 to be exact, and the wide receiver there is Wilson Russell. And there you have the starting offensive 11 tonight for Coach Shannon Felder's Donoho Falcons, again coming in 1-0 overall with their win last week. A shutout, 42-0. Boy, Donoho pitches a lot of shutouts, don't we? We talked about their shutouts, how many they had 8 years ago, and already pitched 1 here this year.
Yeah, they play a little defense.
Yeah, they really do. And continuing on with the lineups here this evening for these squads, we'll take a look at TC's offense tonight. You know, we've talked a lot about the offense of Donoho, but TC's Central's offense as well, if we can get it up there, and we do. And you see Darrell Maple, the running back, just a freshman. Corey White, Jordan Swain is the quarterback. Jamar Michael, Reem Avery, Christopher Embry, Keller, Armbruster, Embry, Wright, and Gary. There you have the starting 11 tonight for TC, a team that really struggled, or an offense that really struggled 2 weeks ago against Talladega. The only score for TC was via the defense, so you know they want to get their offense cranked up here this evening.
Well, I think you'll see, played against a 5A school last week. You know, usually when you go up classification from 4A to 5A, you'll see that the offensive and defensive linemen are bigger. You know, it's harder to move around all that. So you'll see tonight when TC is paired with somebody in their own league, they'll fare much better.
And you'll see the grades on the far right of your screen. You will see FR, that is 5 freshmen of the 11 starters tonight on offense for TC. 5 freshmen, 3 sophomores, so I would say the future is bright because those guys are really getting some experience at a young age.
The future is very bright. I was watching Corey White warm up before the game started. You talking about a bottle rocket. That guy's looking to take off if he ever gets the ball in his hands.
Captains will soon be meeting in midfield, but quickly we'll take a look at the defensive lineups tonight for both these squads. For TC Central, well, there you have the starting offense. We'll try to get that defense for you in just a moment. You know, you talk about the offense and defense. There you have the defense for Donoho. There's the defense as we quickly switch over to the defensive side for the home team tonight. And again, you see a number of freshmen, 3 freshmen, and down on the bottom, Jalen Swain on the defensive side, just an 8th grader. I mean, boy, they start him young out here at the Cove.
Well, with that last name Swain, I'm pretty sure he's a ball player.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Swains are a lot of Swains in this area, and you see yet another one right there. The defensive side for Donoho. And again, the starting lineups tonight brought to you by Grub Mart, your friendly neighborhood Grub Mart. The best boiled peanuts I ever had. I got them at Grub Mart. I wish I had some right now. But the defense there you see for Donoho: Garner, Conley, Foster, Martin, Hutto, Myrick, Heathcock, Montgomery, Morgan, Kaplan, and Nelson. You know, when you get down to the 1A level, Ty, you have guys having to play both ways, so conditioning really plays a factor at the 1A level.
Yeah, and you'll see that with both teams tonight. A lot of guys going both ways, like you said. And in the summer, that's why you got to push conditioning on everybody, because you never know when some guy is going to go down, and you got to plug another guy in there that has to go both ways as well. So both teams are, if I had to guess, are in great shape and ready to. Really ready to get this thing kicked off.
Yeah, and the weather tonight, it's not bad. I mean, around 2 o'clock or so here at the stadium, it rained for a short while, maybe a 15-minute rain, but you look at the field conditions and you see it there on the screen. It looks good to me.
Yep, looks like a good playing surface to kick this thing off on.
Yeah, it really does. This week 3, as we talked about, region play will begin, and it's, as you see on the sign there, it's time to rise up, because you're getting into the games now that are most important as far as making it into postseason play. These are the ones you got to win.
Well, and it's always fun to find, like TC played Talladega last week. I mean, that's a 5A school. Then when you drop back down to somebody that's a school your own size, it's always a lot more fun, because the players you're playing against, the schools are the same size, the same usually about the same skill set. So it's usually a really exciting game.
Yeah, it really is. And Coach Calvin at Sylacauga many years ago talked about the fact that when you have small in number, you can still be competitive. And these two teams here, they're going to be competitive throughout the year. We're about to have the coin toss as the captains are making their way to midfield. The referee tonight, the man in the white hat, is Richmond Williams from the Metro Football Officials Association. We'll go to the field now for the coin toss. And again, the white hat, the referee tonight, Richmond Williams.
Visiting team, blue will be the home team tonight. We have a coin here. This is tails, this is heads. This is tails, this is heads. I'm gonna let you call, Lou. Tell me, what do you call it? Heads. Oh, we can't see it. I gotta catch it for you. What'd you call? Heads. What did he call? Heads. It is heads. He's won the toss. What would you like to do, sir? We want the ball. You want the ball. Which end would you like to defend, sir? Would like to defend that end. Turn your back this way. No. You want to defend this end, right? Turn, flip it around. I had to think about that.
Had to think about that one.
Yeah. White won the toss, elected to receive. Touch hands if you choose to do so, bring your teams back out.
Coin toss again. Donoho won the toss, and they want the ball. And we'll be back with the opening kickoff of TC Central and Donoho. Stay with us on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 72 years.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Knowing what's going on in your house when you're away is difficult, but Alarm.com's video monitoring makes it simple. Say you're at work. With live streaming video from your house, you can see that the kids got home okay. Check in on your pets. And look in on your baby. Nice boat. You can even capture and download video to watch later, and get video alerts sent straight to your phone. Make sure your home is powered by Alarm.com and see what's happening from anywhere. Alarm.com, your home in your hands.
Call Systems by Design. Simply smart security. Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
The teams are on the field, and we're ready to play football. Once again, the results of the coin toss just a moment ago. Donoho won the toss. They wanted the ball. A lot of teams defer, Ty, but not Donoho. They want the ball first, and they got a kick return man back there. You see him. That's number 25, Justin Foster, and that's a man.
That's a man. You saw him lined up out there for the coin toss. He's definitely the biggest guy out there at the coin toss. He's ready to get the ball in his hands.
And here we go. We're playing football from the Cove. The kick is fielded by Foster at his 13. Across the 15, 20, right up the middle of the field. Nobody's going to tackle him. He's at the 40. It's a foot race to the end zone down the far boundary. This will be an 87-yard kickoff return. I scanned the field. I see no flags, and what a way to start, Ty. 87-yard kickoff return for Foster.
If you're Donoho, you couldn't have started the game any better. Just returning it right up the middle. TC's defenders on the kickoff coverage got out of their lane a little bit, and Foster took it right up the middle for 6 points.
6-0 the score as they'll come in for the point after. Mac Love in for the extra point out of the hold of the quarterback, who's also the holder. That's Trey Brown. 6-0, only 14 seconds into this football game. Again, an 87-yard kickoff return by Justin Foster. He's an all-state candidate. Let's just throw out the word candidate. He's all-state.
Oh, wait, there's no doubt about that. If that's the guy that's back there deep for Donoho, if I'm TC, I'm not kicking it to him again. He's shown you how dangerous he's already. And there's a bad snap.
Bad snap, and they just fall on it. You cannot return that, so the point after is unsuccessful. 11:46, only 14 ticks into this game. Opening kickoff results in a 6-0 lead for Donoho. We'll be back, and the Falcons will be kicking for the Tigers when we return on FNN.
When you go online, you need speed, and you won't get it from AT&T UVerse. Think fast. Think Cable One high-speed internet. Just $35 a month for 50 megs of blazing speed. It's the speed you need for the best streaming. So call 855-CABLE-1 now. Think value. Think super speed, reliability, and low price. This internet offer includes a 30-day money-back guarantee, no contract, and no bundling. So call 855-CABLE-1 now.
Donoho will be kicking to TC to, I guess TC could run it back as well. I mean, if you're just joining us, you missed the 87-yard kickoff return a moment ago by Foster. We'll take a look at that one more time right after this kick here, and who knows, TC may return this one. 6-0, Donoho on top. There's a kick. It's end over end. He picked up at the 8-yard line, finally having a bit of trouble with it. Return across the 10, 15, still on his feet as he gets up to the 20-yard line. On the return was Ladarian Benjamin. 1st and 10 now for TC at the 20. Let's go back, Ty, to that kick return.
Let's see if we can get that on the screen. There it is. You see, he brings it right up it worked it more to the left than I remembered, but the TC defenders just got out of their lanes a little bit and got their shoulders turned. And once you turn your shoulders on a guy like Foster, it's hard to catch him.
TC now in possession of the football. 1st and 10 inside their own 20 at the 18-yard line to begin this possession for the Fighting Tigers. Christopher Story is the wideout to the near side. And on the first down call, running to the near side, 4, maybe 5 yards on the play, out to the 23-yard line. There to make the stop was Samuel Gardner for Donoho. 18 to the 23.
Very solid run on first down. As a speed sweep out of the backfield, handed it off to the ball carriers. He turned it upfield. There was a good kick out block. I didn't get the number on who it was who kicked out the outside linebacker, but he allowed the ball carrier to turn upfield and get a good 5-yard gain on first down.
Jordan Swain is the quarterback.
I look for tonight to see a lot of read option from TC. That's what they did in the Jamboree game that I saw back in the spring. I don't expect that to change at all. here tonight.
Benjamin is split to the near side, 2 wideouts far side on this second down call. Swain will keep it himself, and he'll lose yardage back near the 20-yard line, as Donoho was there to take him down for the loss. Making the stop defensively was Heathcock for the Falcons. It's 3rd down and long now for the home team.
Yeah, if you want to see where that play went wrong from the get-go, is number 55, Brandon Fluker. I believe he's playing, yes, he's the center. As soon as he snapped the ball, he was in the backfield with the ball carrier. If you're trying to move the ball, you can't have your center in the backfield like that. Let's see if they can pick up a big 3rd and long here in the first quarter.
The line to make is the 28 as they scrimmage from near the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Swing pass over here on the near side, and there's Foster playing defense as well, and he grabs the jersey and holds on until he gets some help, and it will be no gain on the play. 4th down now for TC.
A huge play by Justin Foster to keep this TC drive to not pick up a first down. That's huge here in the first quarter, and going to get the ball back in Donahoe's hands, allowing them to go up by a 2-score lead.
So in punt formation is Jordan Swain. He's quarterback. He's also the punter. And prior to the snap, penalty marker down, thrown by the official on the far sideline. So this is a pre-snap penalty. Here's the call.
Dead ball, offside, white, number 6.
So it's offsides against Donoho. So it's a 5-yard step off, moves it up near the 26-yard line, but still 4th down. 4th down, we'll call it about 2 yards to go. Donoho sends back deep to return the punt. That's Ben Myrick.
Looks like TC there's the shift. I thought they were going for it for a minute.
Yeah, I did too. Swain now steps back, and they get in punting formation, and Myrick's just going to let it roll. It rolls inside the 40-yard line down to the 38-yard line. That will be a 34-yard punt by Swain, and Donoho will take over offensively with a 6-point lead at their own 38-yard line.
A solid punt. Anytime you can flip the field 30 yards in high school, that's a good punt. And allow TC's defense to come out here, who hasn't seen the field yet, but they're already down 6 points.
They put it down at the 39-yard line, so it will be 1st and 10 from there. 9 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. The opening kickoff of the football game was returned by Donoho for the only score in the contest thus far. Trey Brown, quarterback, the senior for the Falcons. Got 2 wideouts to the near side, and here comes Foster. Woo. Foster's going down in the backfield. Good open field tackle, good pursuit as well by TC, as they take Foster down for a loss of 5 yards back to the 34.
Well, number 22, Kylan Cross, coming from the backside. That's pursuit and just overall speed on from every single position for this TC defense.
2nd down 15 for the Falcons.
Shift again.
They do shift. 2 wideouts far side, and the slot over there is the big guy, Foster. And they'll run it inside with Myrick. Maybe 2 yards to the 36.
Again, Kylan Cross on the tackle, held up by number 55, Brandon Fluker for the Fighting Tigers. That was a good job defensively. It was a quick handoff up the middle in the one hole, and he was sniffed out quickly by Kylan Cross. I feel like I'm going to be calling his name a good bit tonight after those first 2 plays.
I think you will. 3rd down and long right here. 3rd down and 12 for Donoho, just beyond the 36. Brown wants to throw. This is Foster. And Foster is going down for no gain. I think it's safe to say they're keying on that young man.
Yeah, they're telling Donoho right now, if you're going to beat us, it's not going to be with Mr. Foster. As a screen pass out of the wing tee right there, Foster, the running back, had the handoff fake to him, rolled to his left, and was right there wide open. But as you can see, the TC defense closed quickly and got him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
7.5 minutes remaining, opening quarter. Punt formation now for Donoho as they will punt the ball 4th down from their own 32-yard line. Good snap, good kick.
Very returnable.
Returning to the near side. They have gotten away with a block in the back. Down the near boundary. Good return all the way down Donoho's side of the 50, and they'll put him out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and TC in business now. 1st and 10 at the Falcon 40.
Well, there was a big block in the back call missed. It was going to be a good return even without that block, but luckily for TC, the officials didn't call it, setting up the Fighting Tigers with great field position here on their second possession of the game.
27-yard punt return, and again, TC trailing by 6. Their offense on the field now at the Falcon 40-yard line. Jordan Swain again is the quarterback, the running back you see behind him. And they'll run the lateral out here, and that's a live ball. No, they're going to call it an incomplete pass. I thought that may have been a backwards pass, but it wasn't, so it's incomplete to bring up 2nd down and 10 now at the 40-yard line.
It seemed like it was a miscommunication on the in the backfield by the TC offense. I didn't really know what they were trying to run there. It was a screen pass out in the left flat. Judging from this coaching staff, they're not very happy with the call.
Yeah, they didn't run it the right way, I don't think. Okay, from the 40-yard line. Right to the far side is Woodruff along with Dontavius Johnson at the bottom of your screen. And now some confusion on the offensive side, and Coach Mahan wants and gets a timeout. With 6:45 remaining opening quarter, Donoho up by 6 on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
When you're in need of septic tank installation, repair, pumping, or service, both commercial and residential, the first call you make is to On-Site Solutions. They are also one of the only companies in Calhoun County that can handle all your restaurant grease from pickup to disposal. On-Site Solutions offers excellent service for a reasonable price, both before and after your septic system is installed. Call Jason Lively today at 256-310-2801 and let On-Site Solutions help solve your septic system needs. Mention where you heard this ad and receive a discount.
6:45 remaining. FNN is at Howells Cove tonight as TC is hosting Donoho. The game started with a kick return, and now TC trying to answer back tie with a long punt return, but following the punt return, their offense, they really need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I feel like if they get one first down, they'll get in a groove and start driving. They've definitely got the athletes on the field to score quick, but let's see if they can get one first down to start.
That's Johnson along with Corey White. Whiteouts to the far side. The running back is Kylan Cross behind Swain, and Swain will run it himself, and Swain still on his feet. Down the far boundary he goes. That's 1st down yardage.
Wow.
He does step out of bounds, however, back near the 25-yard line. That will be a 15-yard run on a 2nd down and 10, the first down of the evening now for TC.
Hey, Swain had a great run, but Kylan Cross, I was calling his name on defense, with 2 major blocks running down that far right sideline to spring Mr. Swain loose, and has a good first down, setting up TC in striking distance here on about the 26, 27-yard line.
You are right, 26, so it's a 14-yard pickup on that play by quarterback Jordan Swain. Again, trips to the near side as Swain will call his count. Quick pass out here is incomplete. Incomplete to bring up 2nd down and 10. That's the second time they tried that play tonight, Ty, and incomplete both times.
Well, I feel like the coaching staff sees that if they can complete that, they've got a little room to run out there in the flats to the left and the right. Both these receiving cores for both teams, and while they're warming up, we're having trouble catching the football. So let's see if they can improve on that as the game goes on.
2nd down 10 at the 26. And again, they'll line up with 3 receivers to the near side. Kylan Cross in the backfield with Jordan Swain, the quarterback. And Cross will get the call. And down he goes. Good defense. I see Foster getting up from the pile over there. 3rd down now and 10 for TC.
Well, number 6, Sam Garner for the Donoho Falcons, shot through that A-gap and got Kylan Cross in the backfield. It was great play recognition for the Donoho defenders, and they stopped it and bring it up a big 3rd and about 3rd and a long 9.
3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, somewhere in between. We've reached the midway point of the first quarter, and it's now time for our first heat break of the evening. 5:58 remaining. Donoho on top by 6. This is FNN.
Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the areas of Calhoun, Talladega, Cleburne, and Etowah County for over 14 years. Commercial, residential, central heat and air, ductwork, indoor air quality, we do it all. Voted Anniston Star's Reader's Choice in 2013. Be sure to ask about available rebates and tax credits. Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning, the name to know for your heating and air conditioning needs. Mizell.
5:58 remaining here. Big play upcoming. 3rd down and 10 for TC at the 26 of the Falcons, needing the 16 for a new set of downs as the home standing Fighting Tigers trail early by 6. This is Jordan Swain. Left-hander sets and fires a pass. Had his receiver open over the middle, intended for Justin Woodruff. Thrown a bit behind him, a little bit high as well. It's 4th and 10.
Yeah, like you said, Jeff, he had a receiver open, but I believe we're at 4-down territory here for the TC Fighting Tigers. Yeah, and Coach Mahan's going to go for it.
4th and 10. Again, the ball resting at the 26-yard line. Needing the 16 does TC.
Tell you, if I'm TC, I may run that same play they just had and see if I can hit the receiver again. He was definitely open and was going to walk in, not walk in for a touchdown, but pick up the 1st down easily.
3 wide receivers, 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Also slot down the left, and we've got early movement by the offense. Here's the call.
False start on the offense.
Procedure, a false start rather, against TC. Will move the football back near the 30-yard line, and from there it will be 4th down and 15. So it's already going to be difficult, needing 10 yards, even more now for 15.
Yeah, and you've heard this all. As long as you've been following football, those will kill a coach and drive a coaching staff's crazy.
Swain airs it out deep. Pass is batted down, throwing into double coverage out there. It falls incomplete, so the ball goes over on downs, and TC unable to capitalize on the long punt return.
Well, I know they're walking off the field right now, but TC, another thing to pay attention to is the center. The snap's been a little bit high, so look for one of those to possibly go over the quarterback's head if they don't make an adjustment soon. But here comes the Donoho offense out, who has not proven a whole lot tonight as far as if they can move the football or not.
They scored via the special teams on the 87-yard kickoff return. Their second possession of the night. 1st down now at the 30-yard line for Donoho.
False start.
And again, the umpire. And here's the call from Richmond Williams, the flag down.
Dead ball, false start on the offense.
So another false start, this one against the offensive team of Donoho, and it will move it back to the 25-yard line, and from there it's 1st and 15 for the Falcons. You know, it's just game 2, Ty, and you know, you make a lot of silly mistakes, it seems, in week 1, and some of them carry over.
Yeah, they're still trying to iron a few things out. Both these teams are looking a little rusty right now, but I feel like by the end of this quarter they'll have everything hammered out. Wow, huge hole.
Across the 30-yard line, that's about a 7-yard pickup on the play from the 25 out to the 32. And there it will be 2nd down and 8 for Donoho.
You know, when I first saw that hole open up, Jeff, I felt like the running back for Donoho was going to get a lot more yardage than just 7. It just speaks once again to the speed of TC to close and keep them from picking up the 1st down.
So from the 32, it will be 2nd down now for Donoho. Collins along with Wilson Russell are to the near side. Operating out of the shotguns, Trey Brown, the senior. Inside, nowhere to go. Losing maybe a yard on the play, possibly. Back to the 31-yard line as Brown goes down there. And again, 3rd down and long now for Donoho.
Brown was trying to read the defensive end down here. That's number 55 for TC, Brandon Fluker. But it didn't matter who he was reading on that play. The TC defensive line was in that backfield and had him down before he even knew what to do with the ball.
Foster is wide left. 2 wideouts to the near side. As Donoho needs 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll run the football. They got the 1st down and more. Crossing the 45 up near the 47-yard line. The ball carrier was Ben Myrick. And that was a hole open there.
Yeah, there's the replay. You can see the kick-out block. The running back, all he had to do was turn upfield, and he picked up 7 yards before a defender even touched him. Huge 3rd down conversion for the Donoho Falcons.
It was indeed. Needing 9 yards, he picked up those 9 and a whole lot more to continue this drive. Donoho now with a new set of downs at their own 47. Now we have a stoppage in play and a timeout taken by Donoho. We'll take a break as well. Donoho leading the Tigers 6-0 on the Friday Night Network.
Hi, I'm Curtis Skinner. Trust me, to win out here you have to have a team of experienced professionals behind you.
The same kind of professionals you'll need after an automobile accident, and that's what you'll find at Skinner's Body Shop in Oxford. At Skinner Body Shop, you always get free estimates, and our dad's crew can fix it like new. Everybody's seen Bull around with our rollback ready to handle all your towing needs. We work with all major insurance carriers. So, the next time you
All right, enough of the details. Just come see my dad at Skinner Body Shop.
3:59 remaining, opening quarter. The score, you see it right there. 6-0 Donoho looking to win their 2nd game of the year. They shut out a 42-0 victor a week ago as they went on the road and won their 1st game of the year as they traveled up north and defeated Shoals Christian a week ago by 6 touchdowns. From the 47 now, 1st down and 10. Brown will take and he'll run Myrick inside, and that's a good yardage on the play from the 47 crossing the 50 down to the 48. It's a 5-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Once again, the same play we saw before, just a kick out, and by that I think they pull the backside guard. He kicks out the end, and it's just an easy 5 or 6 yards like you saw just there.
They give him 6 yards on the play. Again, the ball carrier was Ben Myrick, a senior, from the Falcon 47 to the TC 47-yard line.
TC needs to get their defensive linemen to stay home to keep that play from breaking again. I'm telling you, they're really hurting right now up front.
That's Foster in motion. That's Myrick running the football again. And I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Isn't that the old saying?
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jeff. Nothing else has worked for them tonight except for that trap. And I know it's early, but that trap play is huge as far as moving the chains for the Donoho Falcons.
Another 1st down for Donoho. The ball resting now at the TC 39-yard line. Drive that started at their own 31 after the ball went over on downs as TC was unsuccessful on a 4th and 15.
If you're sitting at home, watch these 2 guards. See, there's 66 pulling around. All he had to do was seal that time, and there was a huge hole. Sorry, Jeff, I took your job from you there.
No, hey, you're absolutely right. And another big gainer on the play. And Coach Mahan's not a happy head coach right now. He walks out to the numbers and requests another timeout, and he gets a 2nd timeout of the 1st half. 2:41 left. We'll take another break on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
The Blitz is on. Save thousands during the Bill Stanford Automotive Full-Out Blitz in Talladega. We're smashing all sales records, and you save like never before on every Cadillac, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram on our lot. Score big as we close out all remaining 2014 inventory to make room for the 2015 models. All prices have been smashed. Hurry for best selection. It's the Full-Out Blitz at Bill Stanford Automotive, East Alabama's Automotive Superstore. On the web at billstanford.com.
TC on top, and sometimes just basic running plays can be the most successful, Ty, and right now just simply keeping it on the ground, as you see right here.
On the replay, see number 66 just turned and sealed. He was a backside guard pulling around. All it's called truck and trailer football. 34, the running back was the trailer, got behind the truck, and as soon as the defender was kicked out or sealed, just turn up and get about 10 or 12 yards. I mean, that's easy football, easy pickings for this Donoho Falcon offense.
At the 23-yard line, and there he goes again. That's Myrick. Myrick's down near another first down. He should have another first down. Talked about Foster all night, and Myrick is just, he's already near the 50 yards rushing mark in this game already.
Well, and Donoho did exactly what I would have done right there. If they're keying Foster, let Foster block for you. Foster laid a good block downfield on one of the linebackers that sprung the running back loose for another 10-yard gain. I mean, they're just getting chunks at this point.
At the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for Donoho, looking to drive 69 yards on this possession as they already lead by 6. Got 2 running backs in the backfield now, and they'll give it to Myrick again. Not much this time, maybe a yard, possibly 2 more, as he was joined in the backfield by Foster. But again, Myrick gets the call and gets short yardage.
Yeah, and that was a different play from what we've seen before. That was a cross buck where they ran Foster in front of him, faked the handoff to him and handed it to Myrick. Coming back on the other side, the TC linebackers read that well and flooded the backfield to allow only about a yard and a half gain.
2nd down and 9 near the 12-yard line for Donoho. As they quickly come to the line of scrimmage now with a minute and a half remaining here in the opening quarter. I'm Jeff Ellison alongside Ty Parnell, and Lacey Braswell will soon be joining us down on the field. And there goes Myrick again, and Myrick's down near another first down as they'll take him down near the 4-yard line. And boy, you talk about an offensive line that's doing the job up front right now, Ty.
Well, when you block it with angles like what Donoho's doing right now, you don't have to just pancake somebody every play. Just get a little lick on him, turn him out, or wash him down, and you're going to pick up 5 or 6 yards like they did just then, setting up a 1st and goal. It looks like on about the 6 or 7 yard line.
The ball is resting down near the 5-yard line, and the final minute now of the first quarter. It is 3rd down, however. Third down and about a yard near the 4-yard line. And they'll run the football inside. That's Myrick. He'll be near the first down. Depends on where they mark it.
Hey, number 3, Dontavius Johnson, I believe that's who it was, jumped in there. You know, Donoho picked up the first down, but he made a statement with that hit.
First down for Donoho. They get the necessary yardage, so it's 1st and goal near the 2-yard line for the Falcons. This may be the final play of the quarter. We're under 25 seconds and counting. They will need to run at least one more play here, and then we will change ends, and we'll have to go about 100 yards down on the other end. Brown quickly brings them up. Myrick and Foster are the running backs behind him. They run Foster inside, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Myrick did all the work till they got down there, and then they gave it to the big All-State guy, Foster, and Foster takes it in for 6
give it
more.
to the big man, let the big man make a big play. That's exactly what Donoho did right there, and picked up a huge touchdown to set him up with a, you see it on the replay. Just drove ahead and picked up the touchdown.
And for the extra point for Donoho. Out of the hold of Brown. 12-0 the score. The Falcons with the first quarter lead. The kick is up, looks good, and it is good. So with 8 ticks remaining, before we switch ends, Donoho enjoying an early 13-0 advantage on FNN, the Friday Night Central.
Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the areas of Calhoun, Talladega, Cleburne, and Etowah County for over 14 years. Commercial, residential, central heat and air, ductwork, indoor air quality, we do it all. Voted Anniston Star's Reader's Choice in 2013. Be sure to ask about available rebates and tax credits. Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi, I'm Curtis Skinner. Trust me, to win out here, you have to have a team of experienced professionals behind you.
The same kind of professionals you'll need after an automobile accident, and that's what you'll find at Skinner's Body Shop in Oxford. At Skinner Body Shop, you always get free estimates, and our dad's crew can fix it like new. Everybody's seen Bull around with our rollback, ready to handle all your towing needs. We work with all major insurance carriers, so the next time you
All right, enough of the details. Just come see my dad at Skinner Body Shop.
The kick is in the air and it's fielded, and on the return, crossing the 25, 30, 35, and finally pushed out of bounds up near the 37-yard line. Another good kick return by TC. I think on the return right there was Darryl Maple. It's about a 22-yard return. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers.
Well, just like on the punt return that TC had, they were one missed tackle away from scoring. Just break one tackle, and that's 6 points on the board for TC. Just got an update from Leeds. Munford is ahead of number 1 Leeds over there, trying to pull the upset. It scores 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
That game being played at Homer Miles Field over there in Leeds tonight. A battle of two top 10 teams, the Green Wave and the Lions, with Coach Wagnon's troops up top early by 7. Final play here of the opening quarter. Trips to the near side. Swain does throw a completed pass over here on the near side. Down the near boundary. It's a foot race. At the 40, 35, 30. He's going to go. He's going to go. Touchdown. TC, but they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, Jeff, they're bringing it back. You know, that was a questionable call to me. I felt like, it could have gone either way. The TC guy didn't get his head in front of the Donoho defender. I think it was number 3 for TC who laid the lick. Dontavius Johnson. I didn't get the number. I'll see if you can see right here. He did hit him right. Yep, right there, right in the back. Didn't get his head in front. Had he just been a little bit more patient, the guy would have been a little bit further upfield, and he could have laid a better block to spring it for a touchdown. There was nobody catching number 9, Corey White, for TC.
Good camera work too, guys. Way to go, Brad. But that wipes off the board a 63-yard pass play for what would have been TC's first score of the night and first score on the offensive side of the ball all year. We will. Horn sounds, and that is the end of the first quarter from Alumni Field, where TC trails Donoho 13-0. Second, let's hold it right here. I think the officials are walking over here. Let's not take a break as well. I don't think you can end a quarter on an offensive penalty like that.
Yeah, we had the same scenario last week up at Gadsden where there was a penalty to end a quarter, and those officials discussed it for a long time up there, but looks like they're going to go ahead and change hands and move the ball around.
And while they do that, we'll take a break. Back with second quarter from Alumni Field on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
TC trailing Donoho 13-0. We just witnessed a 63-yard touchdown run by TC that was brought back due to a penalty, and the 10-yard penalty moves the football back to the 31-yard line. From there, it's TC football now, as they will be heading in another direction here in the second quarter. 1st and 20 at their own 31. Jordan Swain, the senior, is the quarterback. He's a southpaw. And Swain will take, and they'll run to the near side, and still on his feet. What a run right here at the 35, 40, down the near boundary, crossing midfield and being pushed out of bounds. That may be the best run of the evening. The ball carrier was Kylan Cross. We talked about Cross all night. Another impressive run right there.
Well, you're talking about a two-way player. Cross is the man on defense, and so far he's the man on offense for TC tonight. He's made plays on both sides of the ball following that run. I'd look for TC to give it to him again.
43-yard pickup by Cross. Again, just scooting down the near sideline. And
watch Cross turn up right here. And And he broke about 3 tackles. Look at the strength right here, to break through all of that, and a good cutback to get back outside and keep going downfield before he's pushed out of bounds.
And a good move by Dontavius Johnson, his wideout, not to block in the back. Kind of waited for his man to turn, as you see there, but still 43-yard run has given TC a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of Donoho. High snap, Swain picks it up, and Swain is now trying to run the football, but he will be going down for a loss back out at the 34. You talked about it earlier, Ty, the high snap from center.
Well, I felt like it was just a matter of time before, that snap was a little high. It was manageable, but it went through the quarterback's hands. It's always just get that thing in the guy's chest. That way, if it does go through his hands, it can bounce off of it and still be, a playable snap.
Sam Garner there to make the stop.
Yeah, look for Donoho's center. If not, after this series, definitely after halftime to be getting an earful and to get that snap down a little bit.
It's 2nd down, about 17 yards to go now. They put the ball down at the 34 of Donoho. TC was down there earlier, and now another timeout called by TC. More confusion out there apparently.
I believe that may be their 3rd timeout.
Think you're right. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back with more of the Falcons and the Tigers on FNN.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
10:20 remaining in the opening half. A 7-yard loss on 1st down thanks to a high snap from center for TC has put them in this 2nd and long situation, something they'll need to overcome.
Yeah, if TC can just get a player in the open field, and it's hard to catch those guys from behind. And Donoho's done a very good job so far of containing these athletes for TC and keeping the ball in front of them.
Story is wide left to the near side. To the right of your screen is Dontavius Johnson. And Swain wants to throw. Pass is nearly picked off. Incomplete. Boy, they dodged a bullet there. It's 3rd down now and 17.
Yeah, the Donoho cornerback over here, that was number 27, Dalton Martin. I mean, if there's a more catchable ball thrown to you, I want to see it. That would have stuck in his face mask had he not let it hit his hands. But still, great play by him to get in front of the ball and knock it down and bring up a big 3rd and 17 for this Donoho Falcon defense.
Yeah, in the end, you may think that TC may be looking at going for it on 4th down here because they're inside the 35 of the Falcons, needing 17 yards, and they better hurry up as they're spending a lot of time in the huddle. 3rd down and 17.
There's a whistle down here, not sure.
Yeah, the umpire standing over the football. Richmond Williams, the white hat, has made his way over to talk, I think, with Coach Felder on the far side, but now he's back at midfield, and I think we're ready to play football again.
All right.
Don't know what that was about. But we're ready to play. This is Jordan Swain on 3rd and 17. With time, screen pass. It is complete. Stopped well short of the 1st down. Down at the 23-yard line. Foster was there defensively along with a number of white jerseys. It's 4th down and about 8 yards to go.
Yeah, that was number 2, Trey Brown for TC. I didn't see how he got out of there. There were Donoho white jerseys all around it, but he somehow found his way out and picked up, putting it in more of a manageable 4th down. There's never a manageable 4th down, but this is much more manageable than an incomplete pass and a 4th and 17.
9.5 minutes and counting. 4th down. TC tonight, they've already gone for it on a 4th down and did not make it, so they'll look to convert again on this 4th down and 7 call. Jordan Swain wants to throw. He'll fire downfield. This pass is incomplete.
Man, went right through the receiver's hands. That was number 9 for TC. Corey White just went right through his hands. Perfectly thrown ball. Great job of reading the defense by the quarterback there.
So for the second time tonight, TC, and there you see the replay on the pass that thrown by Swain.
Yeah, look at the ball just right through his head. Maybe a little tall, but a catchable ball that would have wound up with more than a first down. Probably got a touchdown out of that. He just caught it and fallen down.
0 for 2 on fourth down conversions are the Tigers, and still they're looking for their first points on offense for the year. Again, those 6 points they scored against Talladega on a 21-6 loss was a fumble return by the defense. So that offense, and Ty, they got a lot of weapons on offense. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, just got to get in a groove. That's all about, every offense. If you can ever find a groove, it doesn't matter how good you are. Once you find that groove, it's hard to get you off the field. And I feel like TC, if they can complete another pass or two or have another good run, they'll be hard to stop the rest of the game.
Another timeout. This one taken by Donoho as the Falcons lead by 13 on Friday night on the Friday Night Network.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town. It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
13-0 the score. Second quarter action from Alumni Field. Jeff Ellison, Ty Parnell, Lacey Braswell. A week from tonight, we will be at Lou-Scale Stadium as Alexandria will be hosting the Golden Bears of Lincoln. Again, that's a week from tonight for the Bears and the Valley Cubs. From the 24-yard line, it's first down and 10 now for Donoho. Trey Brown again, the quarterback. He's got two wideouts to the near side. Running back, single running back to the left of Brown is Myrick. And we got a whistle and another pre-snap penalty. And here's the call from Richmond Williams, the White Hats.
Dead ball, offside on the defense, still first down.
Yeah, I think one of the TC defenders lined up in the neutral zone. And in high school football, that's not a free play like it is in college. That's a dead ball foul.
You don't even have to make contact with the offensive player. Just jump into that neutral zone over the ball, and they'll throw the flag every time.
And I tell you that Donoho didn't run the play, but TC's defensive line are still getting upfield too much. They got to stay on that line of scrimmage. That's how they're getting kicked out, is just running at the football. And anytime you do that, it makes that block for the guard a lot easier if he's running upfield.
1st and 5 now for Donoho at the 29. In motion far side is Collins. Pass is complete to Collins. Short of the first down. He needed 5. I think he picked up maybe 4. Collins' first reception of the game.
Well, it was a good rollout by Donoho to find Collins in the backfield. He came in motion, so he had a running start to get out in that backfield. And that's how he was so wide open. Found a little hole in the zone, sat down, and picked up a...
Well, after further discussion, they say it was incomplete.
Okay.
A late call there. I think the officials got together and said it hit the turf. So, 2nd down and 5.
But with 2nd and 5, after the penalty, it's still very manageable right here for Donoho, especially the way they've been running the football. I don't know why they'd go away from it with a pass like they did. I'd keep pulling those guards and kicking out if I was Donoho.
It's Dalton Martin to the near side, and Wilson Russell is split wide right. And they run Myrick again inside, and not much real estate this time, maybe a couple of yards, and that's all.
Yeah, they tried to run the same crossbuck play. Number 66, the guard for Donoho. He looks like he hurt Jake Early, hurt his leg on the play. He's limping back a little bit. He missed the block. They would have sprung that play once again, but huge 3rd down conversion here for Donoho to see if they can keep the drive alive.
3rd down and 3.
Hey, and TC desperately needs that ball back.
Kind of a tight formation here on the 3rd down call. And there goes Foster. He's got a head of steam, and I think he'll have the necessary yardage. up near the 35-yard line. That should move the chains.
Yeah, when they pitched it out there to Foster, I didn't think he had a chance at making it into the corner. But he turned on the jets and picked up a good first down, keep this drive alive for the Falcons. We got an update from Wellborn. They're up 19-0. Who was that?
Wellborn.
Glencoe. They were up over Glencoe, 19-0.
So Donoho converts on 3rd and 3 up to the 35. 1st and 10. And again running inside. Now into the football game at the running back position is Chandler Collins. He moved from his wide out spot into the backfield, and Collins gets about 4 on the play up to the 39. From there it will be 2nd down and 6 for the Falcons.
And again another trap play. They just pulled the backside guard and kicked out that tackle. Excuse me, the defensive end, because TC's running a 3-man front.
2nd down, and there's the defensive TC. No gain this time. Myrick is knocked down for a loss back at the 37. It's a loss of 2.
Nothing. That was a trap play. They ran the same motion that they picked up that first down on with number 25, Foster, going to the right. Quarterback turns and hands it off underneath to the wingback who's coming in the other direction. Usually the flow will go out of in the other direction. You can get a big gain off of that. But it's just like running a counter out of the I formation.
It's a 19-0 lead for Wellborn. We updated you earlier. That's over Glencoe there in the first half. And on 3rd down, Brown wants to throw, sets and fires, pass. Myrick's got it. And looks as though Donaho's converting another 3rd down. You love 3rd down conversions if you're an offensive coach, and that's back-to-back for Donoho.
Yeah, and for the Falcons, that shows great maturity to settle down knowing that it's another 3rd and long and pick up a good first down conversion. There's somebody hurt, it looks like, on the other side. The Donoho Falcons are taking a knee. Yeah, there's a TC player down.
Yeah, so we have an officials timeout as they tend to the injured player. And again, that's taking place on the far side of the field over there. The clock is stopped with 6:37 remaining here before the bands come on the field. And you know, I would say it's been all Donoho, but really TC's had a couple of opportunities here in this first
They've
half.
definitely had their opportunities. They had a huge penalty that called back a touchdown that, you know, this game may be completely different if they don't score it. And that remind me, were they down 6-0 when that penalty occurred, or did they punt and then?
Yeah, they were down 6-0.
They were down 6-0, so they could possibly have been up 7-0. And this game might be completely different. But they didn't get the touchdown. They gave the ball back to Donoho, and Donoho drove the length of the field on some good hard running plays up the middle and picked up another touchdown.
That's Colin Cross. You see him making his way to the near sideline right there, and boy, that would be a big loss. It's good to see him on his feet and walking for the most part under his own power, and we hope that young man will see more action later on tonight because he is
he's a stud.
He's a good one. He really is.
Yeah, I think we'll see him back.
When play resumes, it will be 1st and 10 for Donoho. The ball near the 45-yard line, their own 45, as they did convert a 3rd down and 8 on the previous play to keep this drive alive. Again, the Donoho tonight, they've had 2 touchdowns, both by Foster. This game started on the opening kickoff, the 87-yard kickoff return by Foster. And then Foster scored with 8 seconds remaining in the first period on the 1-yard run. 1 of 2 on PATs, and that's where we stand, 13-0, as we're ready to play football once more. This is Trey Brown with Myrick in motion. And they'll run the football inside, but nowhere to go this time. I think that's Collins, the ball carrier. They'll take him down at the 45 for no gain on the play. Brandon Fluker was there to make the stop. 2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons.
Yeah, Jeff, I've got a fefew scores here for you. Gadsden's up 24-0 over Sparkman in the first quarter. We saw that talented team last week put up 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter against Oxford. They continued that over into this week's game against Sparkman. And also Piedmont is up 21-0 over Asheville in the first half.
Time to take a water break. Midway through the second quarter, TC trails Donoho by 13 on the Friday Night Network.
Every security system has motion sensors, but how do you know what causes the motion? With Alarm.com's exclusive image sensor, it's simple. Say you're at work. When your home's wireless image sensor detects motion, it sends you a snapshot. So you know, it's your dog walker, your kids, your brother Jim. It works at night and when your system's armed or disarmed. Make sure your home is powered by alarm.com and see what's going on. Alarm.com, your home in your hands.
For sales, service, and installation, call Systems by Design. Simply smart security.
Sheehaw Brewing Company is Anniston's own community pub in the historic FNN freight train station in downtown Anniston. You'll find an affordable menu with the local flavor of Anniston featuring fresh, locally sourced food. There's always local talent with live music and events for the entire family. Whether you're looking for a night out at the pub with friends or to enjoy the game or dinner out with the family on the back porch, check out Sheehaw Brewing Company. Call now and book a private football viewing party or just pre-order your party snack pack for here or to go. Sheehaw Brewing Company in downtown Anniston.
Here we go, 2nd down and 10 at the 45 for Donoho. Brown, pass, incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, he tried to throw a quick screen out there, Trey Brown. He tried to let go of it a little too quick. The ball was thrown off target. It's going to bring up a 3rd. I guess, it was an incomplete pass. Going to bring up a 3rd very long. But, hey, for Donoho, this is not new territory to them. They've converted 2 long 3rd down conversions on this drive already.
Yeah, they've been down this road before. Collins was the intended receiver right there. 3rd down and 10 for Donoho at their own 45, needing the TC 45. I don't know where we stand on timeouts. I know
think
each
TC
team
is out.
Yeah, I think each team's used about their full complement here in the first half, so they may be playing the final 5:47 of the half with no timeouts at their disposal.
Here's another one.
And we got a delay
flag.
game. Yeah, this is a violation of the play clock.
Ball, delay game on the offense.
So it's 3rd and 15 now, and you can really see that coming, Ty. I mean, they were a bit slow breaking the huddle.
Yeah, they were, and I feel like for Donoho, from what we've seen so far tonight, they're probably more comfortable here in 3rd and 15 than they were at 3rd and 10.
That's Foster in motion.
Ball's on the
Myrick
ground.
drops the football, but he got it back. I don't know how. Normally you fall on it, but he just reached down and picked it up and got away with it.
Had a good bounce to him, but hey, Dontavius Johnson laid a lick on him. That kid can hit. That's the second. Look at number 3 coming back. And the ball's on the ground. Watch number 3 coming here, and you're not getting away from me. Bam.
So it's 4th down now, and Donoho will be forced to punt.
So far tonight, apart from a Kyrell Cross, Kylan Cross, a long run from him, the special teams has been the best offense for TC so far tonight.
That's Wells along with Benjamin back to return the punt. As it's 4th down and long from the 37. No rush, good snap, line drive kick. It's picked up back at the 15-yard line. On the return to the near side, there's Foster. He's running the wrong way. You want to go at least north. You never want to go south. Huh?
Yeah, as soon as he got that ball, he tried to cut back across the field and find a little running room. But, hey, the man for Donoho so far tonight, Justin Foster, was all over and wasn't letting him get out of his sight.
That was a punt return of negative 13 yards. You don't want that.
Yeah, you don't usually see that, Jeff. Usually a guy will get upfield for a little bit. Here's the replay. See, he's trying to bring it back across the field, and you can see Justin Foster, number 25, break down. Yeah, he wasn't getting outside of Foster on that play.
I think I'd run the other way, too, if Foster was after me.
I'd try to do something to get away from him because that guy knows how to run the ball and he knows how to tackle. He's a very solid football player for the Falcons.
So the special teams unit of Donoho coming up big there. The good punt and the return also, of course, hurting TC to put them way back in their own territory. And they will scrimmage here 1st and 10 from near the 7-yard line.
Always a dangerous when you're in the shotgun and you're snapping in out of your own end zone.
Swain is standing in his end zone. A quick pass over here on the near side and nowhere to go. It's hitting right at the line of scrimmage and being taken down there is Dontavius Johnson.
Yeah, another screen pass out here to the flat. Donoho did a great job of reacting and getting upfield and stopping it for only a 2-yard gain.
Second down, we'll call it 8. Second down and a long 8 inside the 10-yard line for TC. Near the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Both bands are here tonight, both Donoho and TC, and will be performing at halftime, but still a big 4 minutes remaining here in the opening half of this one. And Swain will run the football himself, and not very far. He may have lost a yard. I think he did, back near the 6-yard line. It's now 3rd down and 10 for TC. And I mean, you know, TC's down by 13, Ty, but you got to be careful down there.
Yeah, you know, I feel like TC so far this season has made a living on running to the corners. But they can't quite get out there against Donoho. Donoho's not as fast as them, but they've done a great job of containing and turning the play back inside. So let's see what TC can do with this 3rd and 10. I mean, for both teams so far tonight, it's been 3rd and long after 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10 from inside their own 10-yard line, down near the 6-yard line. It's Dontavius Johnson to the near side, as Swain will stand back near the goal line on this 3rd down call. Swain will run the football inside and stopped well short of the 1st down up near the 10-yard line. From there it will be 4th down and 6 for TC.
I think for TC that was a smart play call to be very conservative down here. Something could go wrong and you could, you know, immediately have another 7-point play and be down 20-0 going into halftime, whereas you can make just hand the ball off up the middle, punt it away, and play good defense, and nobody's hurt.
2.5 minutes. Clock continuing to wind down as Jordan Swain will stand in his end zone to punt the football back to Donoho, and you would expect Donoho to get good field position following this punt as Myrick is standing back at midfield. There's no rush. There's a kick that will land the 35, the 40, take a TC roll out to the 47-yard line. So that will be a 38-yard punt and a 1st and 10 now for Donoho, and they'll have one more chance to pad this lead before halftime.
Well, number 34 for Donoho, the punt returner, that's Ben Myrick. Myrick didn't even give himself a chance for that return. He was back on the 50-yard line, which is, you know, you're setting up expecting to get a 50-yard punt come off the foot of the TC punter, and the ball rolled and rolled and rolled, and setting up TC in a much more comfortable scenario than I thought it was going to be. I thought the ball was going to wind up on about the 30 if they had just called for a fair catch and caught that thing.
So Donoho has 2:03 on the scoreboard clock for their offense to possibly get more points, and that's Justin Foster. And Foster has 4 yards down to the 43-yard line. There to make the stop defensively is Don Sanders along with a number of blue jerseys. 2nd down and 6.
Foster, like most big running backs, is at his very best when they're trying to jump on his back. Like TC did right there, just trying to jump on his back is not going to do anything. You got to hit and wrap this guy up, gang tackle him, and pull him down.
And Donoho seems to be in no hurry at all as Brown just now comes back into the offensive huddle after getting the 2nd down call on the far side. Again, it's Foster in the slot to the right of your screen. Brown wants to throw. He'll air it out deep downfield. He's got a receiver out there.
There's the flag.
It was underthrown, and we talked about it last week, Ty. Sometimes an underthrown pass is not a bad thing.
No, it's not. You know, it can be intercepted, but it also gives your guy a chance to come back and try to make a play on the ball or draw the penalty like we saw right there. Here's the replay. You see the quarterback, it was a reverse pass, had a man wide open down the field. He ran right into him, the TC defender. You got to get your head around and make an attempt to find the football.
It is a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. It's not a spot foul, but still the 15-yard step off moves it down to the 28. And from there, it's 1st and 10.
Well, with a minute to go, it's a very manageable situation for the Donoho Falcons. See if they can get the ball in the end zone right here before halftime.
2 wideouts either side. Foster goes in motion, little pass to Foster coming out of the backfield, but good open field tackling there as Foster is knocked down for just a short gain.
Well, and a key thing on that play is Foster wasn't allowed to get out of bounds, so the clock's going to continue to run. And Donoho, once again, is taking their time. There they go. They're sprinting to the line now. They're trying to – ball boy almost got caught up that time for Donoho.
Under 30 seconds. And as they tried to just take the snap and ground down the football, they're able to do it. No, they weren't. As Brown just fell on it. He couldn't even throw it down to stop the clock. So it's still winding. Under 19, under 18. Quick snap back to Brown. Brown
they got it.
Is off one tackler. And he throws the football at the very last moment, and we're looking for a flag, a possibly grounding, but apparently not going to get it.
No, I thought that ball was almost going to be a fumble the way he was flailing around out there, but luckily he did get rid of it, and it wasn't called. See, here's the replay. He had a guy coming off the edge, grabbed his jersey and turned him around the other way. Watch, see if this ball. Yeah, that's grounding if I've ever seen it.
But it goes back to the 26-yard line. There's only 6 seconds remaining, 6.9 to be exact. So maybe Hail Mary time to the end zone, or it could be a pass. And this is picked up, and they could, it could be a scoop and score. They tried the old, hook and ladder here, and almost resulted in 6 the other way.
So you watch the replay right here. Just a hook and ladder, runs the hook route, gets the ball out of there. Well, he almost got it out of there. The ball was on the ground. Had the TC defender, I believe that was number 30 for TC, Chris Embry. Had Embry been able to get the feet under him a little bit better, he might have scored.
So what, really Donoho, even
talking about a shock play right before halftime.
Yeah, it would have been. Donoho looking for more points, and it was almost 6 the other way. All right, a rather interesting first 24 minutes from the Cove as TC Central, Talladega County Central High School, trailing Donoho at halftime. You see it, 13-0. Halftime activities are on the way. You are watching FNN, the Friday Night Network.
When you go online, you need speed, and you won't get it from AT&T Uverse. Think fast. Think Cable One high-speed internet. Just $35 a month for 50 megs of blazing speed. It's the speed you need for the best streaming. So call 855-CABLE-1 now. Think value. Think super speed, reliability, and low price. This internet offer includes a 30-day money-back guarantee, no contract, and no bundling. So call 855-CABLE-1 now.
Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
When you're in need of septic tank installation, repair, pumping, or service, both commercial and residential, the first call you make is to On-Site Solutions. They are also one of the only companies in Calhoun County that can handle all your restaurant grease from pickup to disposal. On-Site Solutions offers excellent service for a reasonable price, both before and after your septic system is installed. Call Jason Lively today at 256-310-2801 and let On-Site Solutions help solve your septic system needs. Mention where you heard this ad and receive a discount.
Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the areas of Calhoun, Talladega, Cleburne, and Etowah County for over 14 years. Commercial, residential, central heat and air, ductwork, indoor air quality, we do it all. Voted Anniston Star's Reader's Choice in 2013. Be sure to ask about available rebates and tax credits. Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning, the name to know for your heating and air conditioning needs. Mizell.
Forsyth Builders are passionate about what they do. A full-service contracting firm, Forsyth handles a variety of jobs, including industrial, commercial, renovations, and new construction. Forsyth has become a leader in construction management and has constructed or made additions on a number of area businesses like Noble Bank and ABS Business Systems, additions to Anniston's Country Club and FNN Bank.
Remember to make Forsyth Building Company your first choice for quality construction.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Call Alan Parnell at 256-831-8887 at the Parnell Insurance Agency on Snow Street in Oxford and in Tallapoosa, Georgia.
We are at halftime. TC trailing Donoho by a score of 13-0. All the scoring taking place in the opening 12 minutes of this football game. This game started with an 87-yard kickoff return by Justin Foster, making it an early 6-0 advantage for Donoho, and then they scored in the final, well, with 8 seconds remaining also in the first period on the 1-yard run by Foster. That a 69-yard drive. The point after was good. 13-0 the score as TC leads Donoho at the break. Couple of opportunities for TC Central in that second quarter, but they came up empty on each attempt, and therefore they remain scoreless in the opening half. On the field is the Talladega County Central Marching Band under the direction of band director Stefan Parker. We'll go to the field now and enjoy the TC Band.
This is a black girl.
This is tribute to the Jackson family. We open the show with over the fanfare. Anytime you play by Jimmy Jackson. now we play I'll Be There by the Jackson 5. Featuring our flag line. Now the Tiger Roses will dance to Pleasure Pumpkin by Janet Jackson.
The TC Central Fighting Tiger Band performing here at halftime. 13-0 Donoho on top of the Tigers, and our halftime activities will continue. Stay with us on the Friday Night Network.
Sheehaw Brewing Company is Anniston's own community pub in the historic FNN freight train station in downtown Anniston. You'll find an affordable menu with the local flavor of Anniston, featuring fresh, locally sourced food. There's always local talent with live music and events for the entire family. Whether you're looking for a night out at the pub with friends, or to enjoy the game, or dinner out with the family on the back porch, check out Sheehaw Brewing Company. Call now and book a private football viewing party, or just pre-order your party snack pack for here or to go. Sheehaw Brewing Company in downtown Anniston.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 72 years.
Every security system has motion sensors, but how do you know what causes the motion? With Alarm.com's exclusive image sensor, it's simple. Say you're at work. When your home's wireless image sensor detects motion, it sends you a snapshot, so you know it's your dog walker, your kids, your brother Jim. It works at night and when your system's armed or disarmed. Make sure your home is powered by Alarm.com and see what's going on. Alarm.com, your home in your hands.
For sales, service, and installation, call Systems by Design. Simply smart security. Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
Halftime activities drawing to a close here at Howells Cove. You see the score, 13-0 Donoho on top of TC, and this the first region game of the year for both teams playing out of Class 1A Region 5 here in week number 3, and region play getting underway throughout the state of Alabama tonight. And you see the top 10 poll right there in the 1A division, and you see one of those teams that a member of Region 5, Ragland, sitting right there at number 5 in this week's poll, according to the Alabama Sports Writers Association. Quickly, Class 2A, you see Fife leading the way there, and Sweetwater, we talked about them earlier. They lost their opening game of the year, but still coming in at number 6 in the 2A classification. Moving on to 3A this week. Of course, these polls change from week to week. You see Madison Academy right there, even with a 1-1 record tie, still leading the pack. We're going to go to the field right now. I think Lacey is standing by with Chris Mahan, head coach of TC. Let's get his thoughts.
Coach, you started off the game with a slow start. What did you tell your guys going into halftime to get the momentum back on your side on this important regional game?
We just not executing like we can offensively. We just need to execute. We had several plays and several opportunities to score that we missed on, and that's basically what's going on right now. We just got to do a better job of execution.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you back in the second half. Jeff, back to you.
All right, thanks, Lacey. And that's a big word that a lot of coaches use, but it's important, just not executing.
Yeah, you know, and you don't always have to talk about with the ball in your hands. You saw TC had the long screen pass that went for a 60-yard touchdown. Had they just had the blocker downfield, gotten his head in front of the Donoho defender, that's 6 points on the board.
Getting back to our quickly, let's go through the rest of the classifications in our top 10 this week. We talked about this game earlier. Leeds, the number 1 ranked team in 4A, is playing number 9 Munford tonight. I know Munford had the early lead. Ty, you have an update on that?
I do. It's 10-7 at halftime. Munford gets the ball to start the second half, and from what I've heard from that game, it's been a real slobber knocker from what they say. It's a lot of hard hitting going on. Munford and Leeds have brought their defensive toolkit this week, and they're shutting each other down so far.
Class 5A, St. Paul's undefeated at 2-0, leading the way there. Pleasant Grove, Jackson, Charles Henderson, the runner-up a year ago in 4A. Viger, Johnson, Central Clay County, a team we saw 2 weeks ago. They lost their first game last week to Ben Russell.
Yeah, they did, and Benjamin Russell, a very good team. And we had Clay Central the first week. I didn't think that the game would be as close as it was, but Clay Central did keep it close.
Class 6A, Spanish Fort, what a program they have there in South Alabama. Clay Chalkville, Shades Valley, Opelika defeating Auburn for their only win. Muscle Shoals, Florence, Daphne High School, Saraland as well, rounding out the top 10 in the 6A division. And there in 7A, it's Bob Jones, Hoover. Look on the right of Hoover, you see in parentheses 0-2. When's the last time we've seen that?
It's been a while. I'll tell you a team to look out for. Gadsden City. We saw them last week. They were up. They beat Oxford 42-28. And earlier in the first quarter against Sparkman, they were up 24-0. So I haven't gotten an update on that score, but on that game. But obviously a very talented Gadsden City team that I think can shoot for a chance to win the state championship this year.
Yeah, we're very impressed with the Titans of Gadsden City last week, and there you see Prattville, another team with a lot of tradition, coming in at number 10. So it changes every week, but that's what we got this week. The top 10 for all 7, yes, 7, not 6 anymore, 7 classifications here in the state of Alabama. We'll be back with the third quarter kickoff as the halftime activities are winding down. Both teams are back on the field. So stay with us with Donoho on top of TC 13-0 at the break. This is FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Hi, I'm Curtis Skinner. Trust me, to win out here you have to have a team of experienced professionals behind you.
The same kind of professionals you'll need after an automobile accident, and that's what you'll find at Skinner's Body Shop in Oxford.
At Skinner Body Shop, you always get free estimates, and our dad's crew can fix it like new. Everybody's seen Bull around with our rollback ready to handle all your towing needs. We work with all major insurance carriers, so the next time you
All right, enough of the details. Just come see my dad at Skinner Body Shop.
Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the areas of Calhoun, Talladega, Cleburne, and Etowah County for over 14 years. Commercial, residential, central heat and air, ductwork, indoor air quality, we do it all. Voted Anniston Star's Reader's Choice in 2013. Be sure to ask about available rebates and tax credits. Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning, the name to know for your heating and air conditioning needs. Mizell.
Week number 3, Jeff Ellison, Ty Parnell, Lacey Braswell down on the field. 13-0 lead for Donoho as we wind things down here at halftime, getting set for third quarter action. And Ty, maybe your coach Shannon Felder going into the locker room at halftime, and what do you talk to your troops about?
Well, I talked to them about maintaining what we had going in the first quarter as far as the run game goes. I mean, there were some huge holes being opened up. Let's keep that going. And defensively, just contain TC. If TC ever gets the corner, they're gone. Donoho's not going to be able to catch them.
Next week will be week number 4 of the high school football season, and FNN will be in Calhoun County up at Alexandria High School, up at Luce Gale Stadium, as Alexandria, the Valley Cubs, will be hosting the Golden Bears of Lincoln. That's Lincoln and Alexandria next week. I mean, we've had good games every week, Ty, and more of the same next week.
Yeah, we've been real lucky so far, Jeff. Usually when you get the game of the week, you'll have one or two that turn into blowouts, and I don't see that happening tonight. But next week, Alexandria, I don't see that happening either. You know, it's always a lot of fun to come out and watch these guys compete.
And a lot of fun to go to Luce Gale Stadium, too. It really is. I mean, you know,
A lot of tradition there.
A lot of tradition and home field advantage, it seems, because those fans really turn out.
Yeah. I've got a few scores here from halftime across the state right now. Piedmont is up 27-0 over Asheville. Sax is up 20-7 over Sardis. Oxford up 21-3 over Valley. Pleasant Valley 15, Weaver 12. Jacksonville 28, Crossville 0. Westbrook Christian 13, Ohatchee 6. Welborn 19, Glencoe 13. Welborn was up 19-0 at one point, and they've closed it to within 13. So a lot of good games going on across this region of the state tonight.
Yeah, it really is, and across the state, a lot of big games as well. One game we failed to mention up in the northern part of the state is Decatur. Up at the River City, Decatur is hosting Austin of Decatur tonight, and boy, that's always well, you talk about two teams that get after each other regardless of the sport. But the Red Raiders and the Black Bears are playing tonight, and that game tonight, Austin and Decatur, is being played. Yeah, that's games at Shorty Ogle Stadium tonight, so that's a big one to keep an eye on later on.
Yep.
All right, Donoho will be kicking to TC. A big important possession upcoming for TC. They've shown an ability to move the football. They need to do it right here on their start to the second half.
I feel like to set the stage for the Fighting Tigers this half, they need a big kickoff return here. And they're not going to kick it deep. I doubt Donoho's going to kick it to those two cats deep. Yeah, they're going to go down the side here, but
third quarter is underway, and this kick will go out of bounds. So it will be TC's football. They have the choice here, but I think they'll take the football at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
So good field position to start the second half for TC. First and 10 now for TC. Again, they've had one touchdown call back in the first half due to an unoffensive penalty. But they've got some game breakers.
They do. They just got to get them in the open field. If they can get one guy to break one tackle, I don't think Donoho can catch any of these guys from behind. And before this half gets started off, let me commend TC's band. They do one thing that a lot of bands around here don't do anymore, and that's entertain.
Yeah.
TC's as entertaining as anybody in this part of the state.
From the 35, first and 10. Now running a new look here, Ty, out of the I formation as Swain goes down under center. And they'll run the toss to the far side. Good yardage on first down as well. He's moving across the 40 up near the 42-yard line. Kylan Cross has a gain of 7.
Hey, I thought we'd see Cross back in the game. That guy's a game breaker. If he can ever, whenever he gets his hands on the ball, you think he can go for 6 every single time.
7-yard gain, second down and 3 at the 42-yard line for TC. Just underway, third quarter, FNN's coverage of high school football here in the state of Alabama. We're at Howells Cove tonight for TC, Talladega County Central, and Donoho.
This I formation is what I remember Coach Mahan running for the years that he was here before he left to go to Talladega.
And they give it to the deep back, and that's first down yardage again. Back-to-back running plays by Kylan Cross, this time coming to the near side, and that's another big gainer and results in a first down for the Fighting Tigers.
There at home, you could hear the crowd getting back into the game. You see the replay right here, just pulling a guard around, following that fullback, bounces it to the outside to pick up a big first down to keep this drive going for the TC Fighting Tigers.
The ball now on the Donoho side of the 50 at the 49 with a first and 10. Two wideouts far side. Cross again. He dances and weaves his way and dropped the football. It's on the ground and picked up, fallen on rather, by Donoho. There to fall on it was Heathcock.
Tell you who calls the fumble. Watch number 25 right here, Justin Foster. Punch that ball out.
And Heathcock was there to fall on it, so a big turnover there just when you thought TC, and they were moving the football out of the eye look, and they put it on the ground.
If I'm TC, I wouldn't get my head down. Just get that ball back, and I don't think Donoho can stop them. They were about to pick up 7 or 8 yards before that ball came out. Kylan Cross, keep your head up, buddy. You're a strong running back.
10:45 left, third quarter. First possession now following the turnover for Donoho here in the second half. Trey Brown will give to Ben Myrick. That's Myrick up to the 42-yard line. Maybe a gain of 4 on the play. It's second down and 6.
Yeah, Myrick once again on the crossbook play. They pulled that backside guard and just trapped the defensive tackle for TC. Once again, like we said in the first half, these defensive ends for TC are flying upfield, just making it easy for those guards to kick somebody out.
And again, a lot of the play clock is winding down here as quickly Trey Brown runs back into the huddle. Just now breaking the huddle is Donoho. They're using all of the play clock here with 2nd down and 6 at the 42. They go with a quick count, but prior to the snap, Donoho quickly calls a timeout. So 9:51 remaining here, and well, the clock continuing to roll. We need to stop the clock here. 9:43. Anyway, they'll stop the clock eventually. 3rd quarter, 13-0. TC trailing Donoho. Will step aside, take a timeout on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
Yeah, I know. 9:51, so we had to reset the clock. We ran some time off we shouldn't have, but we've got that corrected, and we're ready to play football following the Donoho timeout. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons. Make that 2nd down and 6, I should say, for Donoho now at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, and I look for much of the same. Watch these 2 guards for Donoho. They're going to pull one of them. Now it's just a regular. Oh, the ball is on the ground.
Foster taking the handoff from Brown. Never got a good grasp to the game piece. It falls to the turf, but I think Foster's able to fall on it for no gain.
Yep, we're going to bring up a 3rd and about 6, but for Donoho, if they continue their streak from the first half, they're very comfortable in 3rd down situations.
Yeah, they've been able to convert a number of 3rd downs here tonight, and they are facing yet another one right here. We'll call it 6 yards needed. 3rd down and 6 at the 43. Donoho victors a week ago, 42-0 final in their opening game of the year, and they will run Foster, and Foster is going to be near the 1st down. Well, we got a good look at it right here, and from where they're going to put it down, he may be, well, they're going to indicate 1st down. I may have measured that one, but they're already moving the chains.
Say, if you're going where his left foot is, I felt like it was something to measure, but they're going to give him the 1st down. Tell you what, Foster, for such a big man, has one of the quickest first steps I've ever seen out of a guy that size.
1st down from the 48. Something that's really become a major part in this game is 3rd down conversions that Donoho has been able to succeed many times on 3rd down plays, and on this 1st down play, that's been Myrick.
I tell you, the running backs have had trouble getting their hands on the ball for Donoho here. That's the 3rd time on this drive we've seen the ball rattle around, but Donoho keeps falling back on it. Eventually, just like the snaps of TC in the first half, that can come back to bite you.
Justin Woodruff there to make the stop for TC defensively. Again, Myrick picks up 4 yards on the play to the 49.
Tell you, watch Foster, his first step once he gets the ball.
Snap back to Foster. Foster maybe a half yard, that's all. I mean, they're showing all sorts of offensive looks with Foster taking the snap that time, and I guess you could call that the Wildcat.
Yeah, you can. I mean, direct snap, it's a run play for sure when Foster's in there at quarterback. But TC knows that as well, and they're keying him and saying that, you're not going to be, like I said earlier, that you're not going to beat us with Foster.
3rd down again, 3rd down and 6 for Donoho, just inside the 49. Collins comes in motion near side, and Foster will run to the near side, and he's going to run out of room. He will be taken out of bounds. Well short of the 1st down here on the Tiger bench to bring up a 4th down now for the Falcons.
Well, that was a big stop. Watch the cutback on the play by Foster as he's going out of bounds. They tag team. It may have been a little bit of a late hit out of bounds, but no flag, no harm, no foul.
4th down from the 47-yard line for Donoho. If you're just joining us, the opening kickoff of this football game, Justin Foster returned it for Donoho, 87 yards for the touchdown. So really, Donoho is led from the get-go in this one.
Yep, they have, and let's see if Donoho, I'm telling you, the two special teams plays we've seen where the Donoho, I take it back, they had the one where they pinned the guy down deep. Let's see if he can do something with the ball.
It's angled out of bounds, and it will sail out of bounds. It will be TC football. As the official walks up near the sideline, you see him there, and he will put it at the 20-yard line, and from there it will be Fighting Tiger football with a 1st and 10.
And I look for TC to continue more of the same, the I formation, an off tackle or an off guard or an inside toss play. They were getting chunks of yards 5 at a time when they did that earlier. Just had the fumble that slowed everything down.
Yeah, not a situation here, Ty, where you've got to score in a hurry. I mean, still a lifetime left in this ball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jeff. You don't have to throw the ball yet, and if TC gets in the position where they have to throw the ball, they're in a little trouble from what they've shown us so far.
The ball is placed at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And on the 1st down call, they'll run off right tackle, and that's about 5 yards on the play. Coming to the near side of the play. The ball carrier was Darrell Maple, and Maple gains 5 to the 26. From there, it's 2nd down and 5.
Another good run there by TC as they run out of the I formation. And watch this offensive lineman for TC, number 58, Devlin Keller. Watch this guy drive his man downfield every single play. I've seen him pancake guys multiple times so far in this game.
Jordan Swain again brings him up. 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers at their own 26. 2 wideouts far side. And they'll run to the far side. This is Maple again. Not much room this time as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. It's 3rd down.
Good adjustment by Donoho to read the fullback and follow. He's going to take you right to the football every single time out of the I formation. I look for TC this time to run a little bit of a misdirection out of the I. They've been very straightforward so far, but let's see if they change it up.
We're midway through the 3rd quarter, and it's time for a water break. It's heat timeout for everyone as required by the Alabama High School Athletic Association. 13-0 Donoho on top. You're watching FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
5:57 left here in the 3rd quarter. It will be 3rd down and 6 for Talladega County Central when play resumes. And, I guess part of this game that I guess you could say Donoho has an advantage in is they've been able to convert on 3rd down a whole lot tonight, whereas TC has not been able.
No, and that's usually a telltale sign of how a game has gone if you look at 3rd down conversions. That's what keeps drives alive, and so far TC hasn't had a single drive get past their own the opposite 30-yard line.
The ball is at the 26, and Swain wants to throw. Has a lot of pressure. He's airing it out deep downfield. It's nearly picked off. Had 2 receivers down there and was nearly picked off there by Dalton Martin, but it falls incomplete. It's 4th down now. 4th down and 6 for TC at the 26.
Yeah, Jordan Swain was under a lot of pressure in the backfield. He turned and just threw the ball as far as he could. You'll see it right here. Trying to pick up a block. 72 was all over him. He threw the ball as far as he could, but it was underthrown. Almost a tip drill.
Yeah.
Number 16 for TC, that's Harim Averdi.
From the 26, 4th down now for TC, and they will punt the football. Myrick, the lone return man. No rush. Good snap. Kick that will land. And roll inside the 40, down to the 33-yard line of Donoho. And from there, it will be Falcon football with a 1st and 10. 5:26 remaining, third quarter. All the scoring in this game taking place in the first period. We had a scoreless second quarter, and thus far here in the second half, neither team been able to change the scoreboard. So it's Donoho football once again in decent field position.
Yeah, and you know, Jeff, we've seen a couple guys or a couple drives that have gotten a few first downs, but they always peter out. They implode on themselves, or the defense comes up with a big stop. Let's see if Donoho can change some stuff up. They're going with a single wing look here.
In motion is Foster, but they run Myrick inside. And Myrick gets up near the 39-yard line. Give him about 6 yards on the play. And if you can get 6 yards on first down, Coach Felder and any other coach in the game of football, they'll take that all night.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jeff. You know, so far Myrick has been kind of a decoy. Or excuse me, Foster's been a decoy. Myrick's been the workhorse so far for this Donoho Falcon offense.
Cheehaw Brewing Company. You can enjoy dinner out with the family every Friday night and not miss the game. You can have dinner and watch the game. Cheehaw Brewing Company there in Anniston, so why not do that next Friday night? It's third down now. Third down from the 39-yard line. No gain on the play there. It will be 3rd down and 5. We'll call it 3rd and 5 for Donoho, needing the 44-yard line. Again, the clock just continues to tick. Donoho leading by 2 scores. They'll need about the 43 and a half to get the first down here.
Yeah, it's been the theme of the night so far. Who can convert on 3rd down? And Donoho's got another chance to keep this drive going right here with the 3rd and I call it a long 4.
Wilson Russell goes wide right along with Myrick, and they'll run Foster. He'll try to bounce it outside, but the speed and quickness of Donoho, or rather TC, was there to run down the Donoho running back at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it's 3 and out this time for the Falcons.
Yeah, not much going on there. I thought Donoho had a receiver in motion. He was actually moving forward. I thought they were going to throw a flag on it. The official didn't see it on the far side, and that allowed Donoho to get a free play pretty much.
Punt formation for the Falcons, as on this series they're unable to get a first down. So, you know, credit the defense of TC. They came up big right there.
They did. They came up big. Anytime your offense is sputtering like theirs is right now, you need your defense to play strong. And so far, ever since the first quarter, TC's answered the call every single time.
Punt formation, good snap, line drive kick. This is returnable. It's fielded at the 30. Coming to the near side again, he's running the wrong way. Now he tries to reverse his field. Penalty marker on the play, as on the return, White is taken down at the 32-yard line. There are penalty markers, I'm tempted to say everywhere. There's more than one out there.
Yeah, and I think you'll get the call here, a block in the back by TC. Once again, they've been plagued by these penalties. A chance for a decent return and pretty good field position is going to be dropped back this time.
Let's get the call.
Have illegal block in the back against Blue 82.
Well, you see that at all levels, don't you? Seems like punt returns, kick returns, there's always one that's blocking in the back.
It's real easy. You know, that guy's running downfield to come up and just, you know, hit him, but you gotta show restraint. Just get in his way. If he runs into you, that's on him. But if you run into him and hit him, that's a 15-yarder, and it's gonna, you know, set you way back. Like TC was gonna have the ball on about the 35-yard line. Now they're back on the 25.
Yeah, back inside the 25, and I formation again this time behind Jordan Swain, and they'll run the toss. That's Cross outside. He fights off a tackler. Good running by Cross, still on his feet. My goodness. Second, third effort, and then some.
Yep. Yeah, all around, just a good, strong run that time by Cross. And if you can see it if we can get a replay up there, you'll see the tight end on that play had a big block down, and allowed that play to spring outside.
Myrick was there to make the stop for Donoho, but not before Cross gets the necessary yardage. 11-yard pickup on the play from the 24 to the 35. Wide to the far side of the field is Delvecchius Wright on this first down call for the Fighting Tigers of TC Central. And Swain will give to the deep back. That's cross again with a hole up the middle of the field. He's still on his feet as he moves into Donoho territory and finally taken down at the 37-yard line. My goodness, that's a 28-yard pickup on the play. Another first down for TC.
Yeah, I think, Jeff, TC has found the right combination right here, and that's the ball in across his hands. He knows how to get north and south real quick. Very solid running back. As he checks out of the game to get a little breather, I'd put his butt right back in, and that guy knows how to run the football.
He certainly does. John Hutto there to make what may have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Again, lining up in that eye, and why not? It's been successful. The TC has been successful in this formation. 2 wideouts far side, and they'll run to the far side of the field, and good yardage on the play on first down. Running the football is Darrell Maple, and he'll move down inside the 35, down to the 33. That's a gain of about 5.
I'll tell you, that toss is so quick, Jeff. It's hard for the linebackers to see which direction it's going before he's already out there on your ends.
1:42 remaining third quarter. 13-0 Donoho leading TC, but again, TC on the move. This drive started at their own 24, now down to the 33 of Donoho, facing a second down and 6 from that point.
Still a lot of yards to go, but this TC drive would be huge for the rest of this game if they could put some points on the board right here before going into the fourth quarter.
Right is wide left as Swain goes down under center. Swain wants to throw. He'll air it out. Pass overthrown. It was intended for his wideout, Dontavius Johnson, and Ty, he had gotten behind the secondary.
Yep, Johnson was there. Had he caught that ball, he would have watched it on the replay. Johnson, sneaky, get behind that linebacker. There he is, just overthrown a little bit. Man, Johnson's a good-looking player.
Third down now and 6 at the 33 for TC.
Tell you what, if I'm Coach Mahan, I'm going to keep that play in my back pocket and go back to it again here pretty soon. That's a great play call. Perfect play at the perfect time. You just got to execute.
Needing the 27-yard line, you would think TC would go for it on fourth if they do not get the necessary yardage here on this 3rd and 6, and Swain will call his own number, and Swain will lose yardage. Back at the 35-yard line, that will be a loss of a couple on the play, and will bring up a 4th down and 8 for TC.
Yeah, you'll see Swain fake the toss here and was going to follow the running back, but usually if you fake a toss, you're going to go in the other direction. That time he followed his running back and fullback looking for blocks, but they didn't get picked up. So here we are again, once again at 4th down, see if TC can convert. You know, it's like we talked about earlier. These drives they've looked very strong, but they always peter out. Something goes wrong. There's a bad play, or the defense comes up strong.
Final minute of the third quarter. TC will go for it. 4th down at the 34. Swain wants to throw. Pass downfield. It is incomplete. And Donoho holds again. He threw into double coverage. Hutto there to bat it away. I think it was Hutto over there. So it goes back to Donoho, 1st down.
Yep, see the replay. It's the same play they ran earlier. The quarterback already knew who he was throwing to before the play even started. Donoho this time keying that tight end, Johnson, coming out of the backfield.
That was Dalton Martin, not Hutto, that swiped that one or batted that one down. And that was a smart play to do by Martin.
Yes.
I mean, don't intercept it down there, bat it down to the turf, incomplete, and you get a whole lot better field position.
Yeah. He did the smart play here. Let's see if TC can get a stop and get the ball back. Because I feel like they found the right things running the football out of the eye, especially with the running back for TC, number 22. That's Kylan Cross, yes. Sorry, his name escaped me for the moment.
1st and 10 now for Donoho. Trey Brown will give. Collins with the football now. Collins up near midfield. We've seen a plethora of running backs tonight for Donoho, and Collins is in there right now. You know, a week ago he ran for over 100 yards, and he picked up about 19 right there.
There you see it on the replay. Just another trap play that it worked so well for Donoho in the first half. Got to the second level before TC even knew who had the football.
The ball is placed at the 48.
Look for the same thing right here. TC didn't get lined up in time.
And they'll run Collins again. They may have stopped this play. I think they may have, as we got the call on the field, and looks like it will go against the defense. Yep. Here's the call.
A dead ball, substitution infraction on the defense. Replay first down.
So the penalty will move the football on TC's side of the 50 down to the 47, and from there it's 1st and 5 for Donoho. They will wind the clock, and really Donoho does not have to run another play, and we can head to the fourth quarter.
Get to the fourth quarter, like you say, the money quarter.
They may run a play. We're at 3-2. I think Coach Felder across the way is saying, don't snap it, and they did not. Horn sounds, and that is the end of the third period from Howells Cove on the campus of Talladega County Central High School. We head to the fourth quarter with Donoho leading 13-0 on the Friday Night Network.
Look at those toys. Insurance must be expensive. Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Call Alan Parnell at 256-831-8887 at the Parnell Insurance Agency on Snow Street in Oxford and in Tallapoosa, Georgia.
When you go online, you need speed, and you won't get it from AT&T UVerse. Think fast. Think Cable One high-speed internet. Just $35 a month for 50 megs of blazing speed. It's the speed you need for the best streaming. So call 855-Cable One now. Think value. Think super speed, reliability, and low price. This internet offer includes a 30-day money-back guarantee, no contract, and no bundling. So call 855-Cable One now.
Here we go, fourth quarter action from Alumni Field. It will take a comeback by the home team as TC, talking about their offense, they got to be frustrated, Ty. We talked about the first game of the year. Their offense did not score against Talladega. It was 6 points by the defense, and they're 3/4 of the way home tonight with nothing on the scoreboard.
Well, I feel like at this point for TC, if they just get one score on the board, that's just going to open it up for them. They'll ride that momentum wave on into the end zone a few more times, and they just got to get it over in there and score one time. That's all it's going to take for them. Chandler
Collins ran the football. The junior gets no gain on the play, taken down by Keller defensively. TC at the 47. It will be 2nd down and 5 yards to go for Donoho. And as we slowly make our way into the fourth quarter and Donoho up by 2 scores, they're going to use all the play clock and shorten this game as much as they possibly can.
Yep, they've pretty much done that so far to this point in the game. They've run the play clock down low every single time.
Incomplete pass here on the near side. It was thrown forward. A lot of times that little quick pass in the flat is sometimes a lateral, but that time an obvious forward pass. Incomplete, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, the quarterback just threw to throw that screen again. I don't know if the screen has worked yet for Donoho. They keep going to it. But they obviously see something there in the TC defensive backfield that they feel like they have an advantage running that screen.
3rd down and 5. Brown will look them over. They need the 42.
Man, wow.
Right up the middle of the field, running with a lot of authority, and he will take it in. Boy, don't get in the way of that big truck. And Foster takes it in from 47 yards out, and his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Very impressive run right up the middle. Watch him right there, just right up the middle. Split the TC defense, then outrun the guy. Look at the strength right here to just get off of that guy trying to pull him down and punch it in for another 6 points for the Donoho Falcons.
3rd score of the evening for Foster, and now Donoho breaking this game open here in the early minutes of the fourth period. 19-0 now the score. 10:57, you see it there showing on the clock. And the kick makes it a 20-0 lead now for the Falcons. over Talladega County Central. We'll take a timeout. You're watching FNN. We're the Friday Night Network.
Yes, Mommy's coming over again. Thank you for introducing us.
Of course I love him. And he's never late.
I'm just so happy.
He always seems to know the right thing to do. It's not easy to find someone like that.
Yes, I'm going to show him the shower. You're so bad. Oh, gotta go. Bye.
For any residential or commercial plumbing needs, call Ted's Plumbing in Anniston, serving Calhoun and surrounding counties since 1985.
10:57 remaining in the ball game as Donoho has scored just a moment ago as Justin Foster ran it in from 47 yards out, making this now a 20-0 Falcon lead.
Well, for TC, you got to get something going right now. If you don't score on this drive, it's going to be really tough to. There's just not enough time left on the clock to sustain another 3 or 4 drives. They've got to score now and get points.
First time these two teams have played since 2009. Kick is in the air. Fielded at the 12. On the return near side. On his feet and finally steps out of bounds across the 30 up to the 37-yard line. Darrell Maple on the return. And TC again, good field position to start this drive, and down 3 scores. You don't want to panic, but
no.
You know you got to get going in a hurry, though.
Yeah, keep running what you've been running. Let's just execute. You know, we talked about it at halftime. You got to start executing. And TC, man, if they can execute, they can drive the ball in Donoho all night long.
So TC, first down. We'll call it the 38-yard line. Again, Swain's the quarterback. He'll send wide to the far side. 3 receivers. Justin Woodruff is over there. And wanting to throw, he does throw a completed pass. Moving up to the 40, still on his feet as he fights off a couple of tacklers there. A lot of determination in that run by Corey White as White takes it up near the 44 for a gain of about 5.
Yeah, if you see, there's a lot of fight left in these TC Fighting Tigers. They're still trying to win this game. Right now there's 10:25 to go. If they score here quick, it's anybody's game. I still think even down 14, if TC can score on this drive, they still have a very good chance of winning this ball game.
They say White stepped out back at the 43, so just give him 4 yards on the play to make it 2nd down and 6 now.
Hey, I'd be getting the ball in his hands. He looks like he's determined to get upfield every time he touches the ball.
2nd down for the Tigers, and Swain wants to throw. He does. A pass that is overthrown. That was Delvecchius right. Looked like he was running maybe a skinny post there and thrown behind him.
Behind him and a little bit high. He was open, though. The quarterback, Swain, found a hole in the zone, and had the receiver caught that, could have gotten upfield and gotten a good 20 or 30-yard gain.
He's had a number of receivers open tonight, Ty, but just unable to make connections, it seems, at very important times of the game.
And I feel like it's early in the season, so the receivers and the quarterbacks, they don't have that good of a connection yet. But by week 5 or 6, you'll see, it'll be a lot smoother between the two.
3rd down, TC. Right to the near side. They need the 48 on this 3rd down play. Snap back to Swain. He'll fire downfield. Pass is incomplete. Justin Woodruff, the intended receiver, and that time I think he led him just a bit too much, and looks like it will be 3 and out for TC as they bring in the punting unit.
Yeah, it was a deep crossing pattern for TC, and if the quarterback Swain had been a little bit more patient, number 9 Corey White was all by himself on the far right side of the field down the sideline. There was nobody within 10 yards of him.
So Swain will drop back and punt the football. Myrick will go back deep to return. Myrick has not returned a punt all night. He's just elected to let the ball roll. Good snap. Swain kicks away. Myrick gets away from it. It will land down near the 30-yard line, and it will roll dead down inside the 30, around the 27-yard line. And from there, Donoho will take over possession of the football And with a 20-point lead and you have your hands on the football, if you're Coach Shannon Felder and a Falcon fan, you've got to like your chances right now.
Yeah, run the ball, run the clock out. Just if you're Donoho, let's get out of here with a win. I was really expecting a fake punt, to be honest with you, right there for TC. At this point in the game, you know, you're limited on the number of possessions you're going to get, and after that big run, Donoho has every ounce of momentum. Here's another long run right up the middle.
That's Collins, Chandler Collins into the ball game again at the backfield. He lines up at the wide receiver spot, and he also lines up behind the quarterback, and he picks up big yardage there.
Yep, just another trap play. Pull that guard around, kick out the end, and it's wide open up the middle. Luckily, TC had a guy that got his hand on the shoulder pad and pulled down the running back for Donoho.
Under 10 minutes remaining in the game. Donoho in no hurry at all, just bleeding clock right now and trying to get out of Howells Cove with another win.
Yep. And once again, they run the ball up the middle. They're trying to run that clock. They run the play clock that time down to about probably 5 or 6 seconds.
Chandler Collins, the ball carrier, and gets 3 more yards on the play right there. Christopher Embry there to make the tackle defensively. 2nd down and 7.
If you watch at home, watch these 2 defensive linemen with TC, 56 and 58. If they stay home and don't get upfield, they have a chance to make a play. But if they just fly upfield, it's so easy for that guard to kick them out.
I think they stayed home, Ty.
Yep, they did. They did. Let the running back come to you. Don't chase the ball.
And that's a loss. Back to the 42. It's a 1-yard loss. 3rd down upcoming for Donoho as we move under 9 minutes left in the game. Next week, Donoho will be hosting Shades Mountain Christian, the Eagles. And next week, TC will remain at home right here at Alumni Field. They'll host Victory Christian, the Lions. TC opens the season this year with 3 straight home games. On the 3rd down call, that's Foster. And the powerful running back gets the necessary yardage to move the chains.
Yeah, Foster, it's like he's found a second wind here in the second half, just dragging guys up and down the field. TC's got to do something to contain him in the backfield. That guy's dangerous once he gets to the second level.
Got a question for you, Ty. Who does he remind you of?
Todd Gurley for
Todd
Georgia.
Gurley?
That's exactly who I thought when I saw him run that one up the middle earlier.
1st and 10 for Donoho, now at the TC 48. Collins gets a yard.
Jeff, I got a score update. Moody's up 10-7 over Springville there in the second half at Moody.
2nd down 9, 7:45, 4th quarter.
You know, Jeff, I'll reverse the question on you. Who does Foster remind you of?
Well, yeah, I thought of Gurley. I did. Let me think about it. I could say reminds me of myself when I played Pee Wee, but that's not true. I only wish.
Well, I think a lot of people wish they were as good as Foster. He's proven his worth. I read about him in the papers all week, and he's proven it to me that guy's a football player.
Collins gets another yard. What's most important is, and you saw it right there, Collins only gets a yard, but he had both hands around that football.
On that football. A fumble right here would be catastrophic for Donoho, allowing TC. They've got TC by the throat right now. If they fumble the ball, once again, TC's got a chance to get back in this game.
3rd down and 8. Under 7 minutes remaining. 4 wideouts in the game, and that's Foster. They take him down well short of the 1st down.
Another score alert, or game alert, Jeff. Jacksonville won 49-0 over Crossville in a 5A matchup here in East Alabama.
Win there for the Golden Eagles tonight. We near the 6-minute mark. Well, you couldn't tell the TC band they were down 20-0.
No, they're still playing. playing hard, just like these Fighting Tigers are on the field.
Donoho will punt the football, but prior to the snap, we have a timeout taken.
Start off in the middle, and then right before they snap the ball, get over to his left hand.
5:58 remaining, and we will be back. Right here, you're watching the Falcons and the Fighting Tigers on FNN.
Most security system sensors only work on doors and windows. But with Alarm.com, keeping tabs on everything is simple. You can put a sensor on, say, your desk drawer, your kid's video game cabinet, or the fridge with the last piece of cheesecake. If anyone trips a sensor, Alarm.com sends you an alert. Make sure your home is powered by Alarm.com and keep tabs on your house wherever you are. Alarm.com, your home in your hands.
For sales, service, and installation, call Systems by Design. Simply smart security.
Welcome back, and we have Donoho surprising everyone. They do not punt the football. They fake it, and they get the first down. Boy, that surprised a lot of people, including me.
Yeah, I actually had my head down. I didn't know that they were starting back already, but smart play calling by Donoho. They had everybody fooled on that one.
4th down and about 5. Here you see it.
Yeah, just a direct snap right up the middle.
And
our camera guy didn't even know where the ball was.
And off to the races. They only needed about 5, and Myrick picked up a whole lot more than that. He takes it down near the 20-yard line. So Donoho, even if they don't score on this possession tie, they'll still be able to run a whole lot more clock.
Yeah, and we got another score update from right here in Talladega County. Tallahassee is up 33-0 over Talladega at the end of the 3rd quarter. So it's turning into big-time blowout over there at Mary Dumas.
Yeah, Talladega team that won their first game of the year 2 weeks ago right here on this same field as they defeated TC that night 21-6. All right, here we go. Donoho first down at the 20-yard line. They start the clock. And Brown will take the snap. He'll give to Collins. And Collins, again, he's got the football wrapped up. He's not worried so much about gaining yardage as he is holding on to it, not having a turnover, and keeping the clock running. So we head toward the 5-minute mark. The score at halftime was 13-0. Donoho scoring here in the 4th quarter on the 47-yard run by Foster. Foster has scored all 3 touchdowns tonight.
And he's been a tremendous playmaker on both sides of the ball. He's made several good tackles on defense. It looks like Donoho's kind of coasting here at this point.
Quarterback sneak by Brown. Haven't seen that tonight.
Nope.
Maybe a couple of yards.
Yeah, you never know on those quarterback sneaks. I've seen it before where the scrum just drives and drives and drives, and that quarterback sometimes pops out on the other side and breaks it off for a long run. So very good play calling there by Donoho Falcons to keep running the clock, in a very safe play. I mean, how many times do you ever see the quarterback fumble that ball?
Yeah, right. Brown and Keller made the tackle on Brown. Brown tackle Brown. Okay. 3rd down and 9.
Whew.
They'll run it again, but hit in the backfield is Collins. He'll lose a yard. Back near the 20-yard line, it will be 4th down. I doubt they'll try a field goal, so you would think they'll go for it here. And I think Coach Felder feels like he's got all the points he needs.
Yeah, he does. And, a play right here, you're just trying to keep the clock going. That time on the play before, if you tell TC has sold out for the run up the middle, if I was Donoho, I'd act like I'm handing it off and then sprint that quarterback off to the side. There may not be anybody out there. They're really selling out for the run up the middle.
4th down and 10.
Ball.
Bad snap. Brown will fall on it back at the 30-yard line. It's not a turnover, but it will go over as they unable to make the 4th down call. So TC with an opportunity here, 1st down at their own 30.
Yeah, and if TC can get a big play like what we've been looking for all night, this thing may get interesting. But if not, Donoho's just gonna come out of here with a 20-0 win. But TC's got to get something going right now if they want to have a chance. they coming back in this game.
3:33 remaining in the game. A 3-score lead for Donoho. As TC, here's the understatement of the night, tough hill to climb here in this final 3.5 minutes.
Another scoring game update. Leeds is up 16-7 at the start of the fourth quarter over Munford in that big-time top 10 4A matchup.
Swing pass over here on the near side. It's not going very far. May lose some yardage on the play. Back to the 24-yard line. Again, that's Heathcock there to make the tackle.
And Maple caught the ball out of the backfield. Really not a whole lot of running room. Did the best he could to get back upfield, but still lost about 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second and about 14 or 15.
Second down and long. We have a stoppage in play now, as we had apparently an equipment problem with one of the TC players. That's been taken care of, and we restart the clock as we go under 3 minutes remaining. Donoho will move to 2-0 on the year, while TC Central will drop to 0-2. Jordan Swain will look them over and out of the shotgun. Second down and long. Swain will fire over here on the near side, now going across the 30, up near the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of maybe 7 or 8 on the play. And again, Hutto was there defensively. It's John Hutto, the sophomore.
Yeah, here's the screen pass. He caught the ball, got back inside, and made a few guys miss before picking it up a solid 7 or 8 yards.
Third down now. Third down. The ball resting at the 33-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this one. Again, these two teams, it's been 5 years since they've played. And when they did play, back in 2009, TC was a victor that evening. Swain wants to throw. Now he wants to run as he pumps. He'll be stopped well short of his first down at the 35-yard line. It's 4th down and 1 as Parker Morgan made the tackle.
Yeah, the clock continues to run for TC. They need to get something, complete something long here. But, you know, you got to pick up the first down to keep this drive going. It's 4th and short. Let's see what Coach Mahan dials up.
4th down and short. Again, TC in no hurry at all. And I think Coach Mahan he understands the outcome in this one, and he may be just trying to get out of Dodge as fast as he possibly can. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion on the offensive side of the ball as far as lining up properly, and Coach Mahan has to call a timeout. 1:03 left in the game. We'll be back for the final moments of this one. Donoho leads by 20 on the Friday Night Network.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
20-0 the score. 63 ticks on the clock is all that remains in this one. It will be 4th down and short for TC when we resume the game of football here tonight. The ball is sitting at the 35-yard line. Again, TC just called a timeout a moment ago. They had some confusion as far as lining up properly, so Coach Mahan had to call and stop the clock here.
Yeah, and I think right here what you're going to see is Donoho's backed way off, so TC's going to go with something short here to pick up that first down and keep this drive going.
4th down. Swain will run it himself to the far side, and Swain will not make it. He will lose a yard, and that will give the football back to Donoho, and we may see the old victory formation here, Ty.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jeff. That's 57 seconds to go. Donoho's got this one in hand, up 20-0. And it's been a great game we've seen so far. Donoho, if you look at the score, you think Donoho's controlled it the whole way, but TC had their chances a few penalties on big plays, and without those, TC's right back in this game.
From the 33-yard line, first down for Donoho, and you see it right there. As it's just going to be Brown take the snap and kneel down by Brown. And he'll need to do that maybe one more time, and that's going to be it. Again, next week, FNN will be at Alexandria High School off Highway 431 there in Calhoun County, as the Valley Cubs will be hosting the Lincoln Golden Bears next Friday night.
Some of the Donoho and TC players are already shaking hands. Got to snap it one more time, guys.
To make it official. That's right, one more snap, and that's going to be all she wrote from Howells Cove this evening. Lacey Braswell down on the field. She'll try to get a word with Coach Felder. There it is. And the clock cannot be stopped by TC, and even if they could stop it, Ty, I doubt that they would.
Yeah, it wouldn't make much of a difference at this point.
So the two teams are making their way to midfield, and as I said, Lacey's trying to round up Coach Felder. Again, his 11th year as head coach of the Donoho Falcons. If you're an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, you'll remember when Coach Felder played for the Tide back in the mid-'80s. Under Coach Ray Perkins. He also played under Bill Curry back in the days of Bobby Humphrey and Derek Thomas and all those guys.
Well, Derek Thomas was a great one.
Yeah.
I was too young to see him play, but saw a video on him the other day. And that guy could get after the quarterback like no one else could.
Yeah, really could. Of course, Donoho winning by a score of 20-0 here tonight. The teams are shaking hands at midfield. And a game that you look at it and you say, boy, it's a game that Donoho controlled. But, really, as you mentioned a moment ago, Ty, TC had a number of chances to get in this ball game.
Yeah, they did. And the main play that sticks out to me is a screen pass that TC ran. I can't remember who it was. It may have been number 9 for TC, Corey White, caught the pass, was getting upfield, about to pick up some big-time yards, and there was a block in the back, a clip brought the play back, and that was it for that drive.
This game started with a kickoff return of 87 yards by Justin Foster, and that was just 14 seconds into the game, and just like that, it was 6-0. Donoho leading this football game, and then with 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the 59-yard drive by the Falcons, and Foster again taking it in from 1 yard out, 13-0 the score. Went into the break at halftime with just a 13-point advantage for Donoho, and at halftime, TC was in the game. I mean,
they were very much in the game. If you remember that 60-yard drive they had, Myrick was the running back for Donoho that picked up the bulk of the yardage on that. They gave it to Foster down there inside the 5-yard line, and he punched it in for that touchdown.
A week ago, Foster only had 6 carries, but well over 100 yards in their opening night win. But it didn't run the ball a whole lot tonight.
No,
but,
he didn't.
Yeah, really, it was Myrick the workhorse, and there in the second half, it was Collins. So, they've got a multiple running backs.
Yeah, you can tell when he gets his hands on the ball, he knows what to do. But also, there's a few times they gave the ball to Foster, and, man, TC was all over him. So they almost used him as a decoy at some point, and that allowed Myrick to pick up a large chunk of the yards tonight for the Donoho Falcons.
It really did. Then the second half, the only scoring of the second half, again, a scoreless third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, the 47-yard run by Foster. And the point after was good. That at the 10:57 mark left in this football game, and it was 20-0 as Donoho was well in control of it by that time. And then the final 10 minutes, I mean, you hate to read body language out there, but that final touchdown run by Foster, and after that you kind of felt TC knew what the end result would be.
Yeah, and at that point in the game, TC, like you said, they had. I don't think they had all thrown in the towel. There was a few guys who were still out there playing hard, but it was going to be tough to overcome a 20-point deficit when your team hasn't really come all that close, but 1 or 2 times to score a touchdown.
What about this region, Ty? I mean, you've got Appalachian and Raglan and Wadley playing tonight. Shades Mountain Christian, Victory Christian, Winterboro, a team that had success a few years ago, a Winterboro team that had an undefeated regular season along with Donoho and TC Central. It's always good to win your first region game.
Yeah, it's always good to get that under your belt. I remember, granted, different sport. I was playing baseball in high school, and we started the season out 0-5. Finally got that first win, and we got on a roll after that. It's something about getting that first one under your belt. You kind of know how to win after that.
Donoho, winner tonight, 20-0 over TC Central. Lacey Braswell down on the field has caught up with winning head coach Shannon Felder. So let's go to the field right now, and here's Lacey with Coach Felder.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Your team got off to a very fast start, was able to score on the special teams and the offense. What do you think that says about your team moving forward, this being the second shutout of the season?
Coming into the game, we knew what they were going to be doing, and they knew what we were going to be doing. And to me, it was going to come down to, execution. I thought we done a pretty good job executing on offense and on defense. And in the second half, we had to suck it up. And I thought our team did a good job of doing that and running the football. And then defensively, time and time again, defense made big stops for us.
All right, Coach, this region being as tough as it is, what do you think it says about this team picking up this win the way they did tonight?
Well, I think both teams are going to get better. I know that this is their second game, and, Coach Mahan hadn't had a lot of time with his guys. So, each time that he's played, his team has played, they've improved and gotten better and better. And I know that, their team is going to be right in the thick of things when the playoff starts. So
thanks,
I know that his team done a good job and our team done a good job, and I'm proud of our players and the way we played.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you.
Jeff, back to you.
All right, thanks, Lacey. Thanks very much. Coach Shannon Felder, head coach of Donoho. I talked with Coach Felder on the phone yesterday, Ty, and he made an interesting remark, and he was talking about the team chemistry of his squad, which he really likes right now, and the fact that they are an experienced team, have a lot of seniors. And the statement he made that stuck with me is, my players understand what we want to do.
Yeah, and that's always big. We Hoover with Coach Niblett out there, they know what Niblett wants. They know what he expects at every single practice, every workout, and every game. So it's one thing. Yeah, it's a familiarity with the team and the coach and the team and the players with each other. So that's always big for a program if you have that, and it carries over year to year. It's not just one of those things that is there one year and gone the next.
One more break, and we'll be back to wrap things up from Alumni Field. Donoho wins 20-0 over TC. This is the Friday Night Network.
Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the areas of Calhoun, Talladega, Cleburne, and Etowah County for over 14 years. Commercial, residential, central heat and air, ductwork, indoor air quality, we do it all. Voted Anniston Star's Reader's Choice in 2013. Be sure to ask about available rebates and tax credits. Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning, the name to know for your heating and air conditioning needs. Mizell.
Knowing what's going on in your house when you're away is difficult, but Alarm.com's video monitoring makes it simple. Say you're at work. With live streaming video from your house, you can see that the kids got home okay. Check in on your pets. And look in on your baby. Nice boat. You can even capture and download video to watch later, and get video alerts sent straight to your phone. Make sure your home is powered by Alarm.com and see what's happening from anywhere. Alarm.com, your home in your hands.
Call Systems by Design. Simply smart security.
Donoho moves to 2-0 on the year. Final score once again tonight, 20-0 over TC Central. And Ty, quickly looking forward next week to the Golden Bears in Alexandria.
Well, great athletes on both sides of the ball, especially Lincoln. Man, the last couple of years with the guys they've sent to play college football, DJ Howard, Jonathan George going to Kentucky. Howard, of course, going to Clemson. He was a candidate for Mr. Football a couple years ago. But Alexandria, with the tradition over there in Death Valley, man, they know how to win some football games over there.
Great night to be a Falcon fan this evening as Donoho wins it 20-0 over TC. Thanks for joining us. For Ty Parnell, Lacey Braswell, I'm Jeff Ellison. You've been watching an exclusive sports presentation of FNN, the Friday Night Network.